I mean, everybody know I got this single white female situation going on where this woman that's got STDs is going around trying to tell people that I'm promiscuous, and this woman who do drugs got everybody, this woman with all these issues is going around trying to single white female me, and that shit, like I said, is weird enough in and of itself to where I can't even really. I guess I get where she keep trying to attack me, so won't nobody look at her. But that speaks for itself, right?
What's up, loungers? I hope everybody is doing as great as I am this evening. Listen, guys, we got a lot to get into this evening, okay? There was a lot going on in the past few days, okay, in regards to some things that Miss Thangs, okay, has been showing us, aka Carrie Ann, has been showing us regarding her medical history. And I'll tell y'all, right? Like I told y'all the last couple of times, it has been the Lord Himself, right, that has definitely been trying to give Carrie Ann a pass or two. Because these things that we've been noticing about her medical history have been literally falling on our laps, okay? See, like I said, I was going to make her a believer, right? I was absolutely going to make Carrie Ann understand who the Most High God is, right? And how He gives His energy to His children to carry out whatever needs to be carried out, okay? Understand spirit and understand energy, and you'll understand how to handle people, okay? Whether it be in war or whether it be in love, okay? Even Carrie Ann herself has asked me questions about spirit, okay? Because she knows how connected to that I am. And so she understands that I understand both sides of that, life and death, and how life and death is actually in the power of the tongue, and how you speak and the things that you say. So you got to be careful with the words that you use, right? Remember that, Carrie? Remember when I told you that? You got to be careful with the words that you put out in the spirit, because if you put certain words out in the spirit, right, especially if you say it with intention, it's going to come back with intention, okay? And if it doesn't have a proper host for it to nest with when it's sent out, it'll return to you. This is the law of life, okay? This is something you need to understand. This is the laws of energy, okay? Some very, very basic energy rules that you need to understand, okay? For those of y'all that are into, your little metaphysics and stuff, okay? Shout out to y'all. So when you start speaking death into someone else's life, right, and you start trying to dig a grave for that person, if that person is not deserving of that energy will return to its host, okay? And this is why I had the death angel for you to see. Let me show you that. That's why I brought the death angel out tonight. Because today we're going to put to death this demonic bitch named Carrie Ann, okay? Today we're going to, your reign ends today, man. All your bullshit, all the shit you've been doing to every woman in this sector, all the shit you've been saying, talking about under people's clothes, talking about people's children, talking about people's families, and doing the things that you've been doing. That death angel is here today to collect your soul, man, and yours alone, okay? So from now on, people, when y'all see her, right? When y'all see this woman, and y'all see this woman interacting and doing and saying and, going live in the middle of the night with these bags under her eyes and all this stuff, that ain't nothing but a corpse that you're looking at. That ain't nothing but an apparition. That ain't nothing but a ghost after tonight. Because tonight, bitch, you're done. There's no more air in your tires, okay? There's no more gas in your tank, okay? It's done. We have taken your tires off of your vehicle and have set the car down on the road, okay? With nothing. No, nothing, okay? It's just a frame. You like the Flintstones running down the streets with the frame of that car, okay? That shit is dead today, okay? Why? It's because you have no soul, sweetheart, right? But we're gonna find you a little soul today, man. Okay, while we send you on to glory. Okay, we're gonna find a little soul for you. Okay, while we send you on to the Lord today, Carrie'S. Okay, because I can't understand for the life of me a person who truly believes in spirit, life and death. I can't understand for the life of me how someone could literally create their own death this way, literally put themselves in this position where they have no way out of this. See, you kept trying to grandstand on us ladies, and God kept giving you an out every single time. And you know what? My soul is still going to give you an out today. I'm still going to give you an out today. And you're going to see when I do. And we're going to see if you take it. Okay? If your ego will finally give up and you will finally take this grace that God has been trying to give you. Because you had two women, me and Robbie, well, three of us, me, Robbie, and Divine Seven. All three of us were observing this information just yesterday. Just yesterday. And we didn't notice all the stuff that was in there. We didn't notice, Carrie. Okay? But today, since you want us to see your medical records, right? You want us to understand how healthy or unhealthy you are. You want us to know what's going on with you, right? We're going to do some more research on more of the information you revealed. We're going to add some more STD testing to the already 16 STD screenings you had in 4 years. We're going to add more to that today. And then we're going to add a test that if, again, you're a regular individual who just simply goes to the doctor, once a year to get an annual screening of yourself? If you were one of these people, one of those of us who do that, right, Carrie? We would literally skip over a lot of these tests that us normal people did yesterday, right? But see, like I said, the death angel is here to collect, okay? And so the angels and the spirits will get together, right? And they'll start communicating energy and bringing energy down for that energy to be collected by us, right? There's a very thin line between spirit and humankind. Very thin line. And it's the thinnest in the middle of the night when you're up. It's the thinnest at that time. That's why you keep catching them demons. But when that energy comes down and it comes to a host that it's intended to come to, it's some diabolical energy that's released. And when I got that energy and I went and seen what the Lord had delivered to me about you from you. See, always remember, God himself, and yes, God is a God of war, sweetheart. God himself will make your enemies your footstool. He will put your foot on the neck of your enemy. You understand, Carrie'S? And this is what's going to happen to you today. See, I told you, I warned you multiple times to leave me alone. And you chose not to. And so because you were choosing not to, the energy you were trying to send to me was eating you alive. Literally eating you alive. And you opened yourself up to the death angel to come and to swallow you whole at this point. So like I said, after today, anything you have to say is literally going to be irrelevant. The only choice you have tonight, like I said, I'm going to make you a believer, bitch. The only choice you have tonight is to get on your knees to my God and pray for his mercy. That's the only retribution you got today, bitch. Now we're going to get into this motherfucking shit. I appreciate all of y'all for being in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. This is going to be a diabolical show. I got some shit to show y'all that she ain't ready for. She wasn't ready for this. But we're going to do it anyway. Y'all hit the like button. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody is doing as great as I am. Let me get up here. There's like 130 some comments. I knew this was going to be one of those videos that was going to have a lot of viewers and a lot of commentary. Okay. And trust me, guys, I am not going to waste y'all time. We're going to get right to this shit today. Okay. But I definitely want to at least acknowledge all of you and appreciate all my handmaidens in the building. Shout out to y'all. Definitely appreciate everybody for coming in. We got the swords, we got the fire. Appreciate everybody. What's up, Unadulterated? You said I thought I had tuned into Creature Feature from Channel 17 back in the day. Definitely appreciate you. What's up, Triggs? Appreciate you for being in the building. YouTube Unfolded. We got Clark. We got Beautiful Bernice. We got Raw B. We got Tootie Bug. Appreciate you, sis, for being in the building as well. Let's see. Everybody's kind of speaking to each other. Happy Life. I appreciate you being in the building. You said Carrie got some surprises. Hey, y'all. Ciao. Listen, I put the name of the testing in my in the in the chat, just so you guys can see for yourselves. You guys can do your own research on this prior to us discussing it, right? But I definitely have a lot to say about this. I have a lot that that I've been thinking in regards to this matter. And I think this shit is just absolutely crazy. Everybody's just kind of speaking to each other. Triggs, Redbone, appreciate you being in the building as well, sis. Tootie Bug is speaking, unadulterated. What's up, P? Appreciate you for being in the building as well. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm getting through to everybody. Mind Chaos Brew is saying hi. Okay, you're at work. Okay, I didn't realize that. My bad. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Anybody else here? Everybody's still speaking. Let me see. Lorna, appreciate you for being in the building as well. Appreciate you. I think we're getting down to TMK. Definitely appreciate you being in the building. Certified metaphysician here. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, we're going to speak on spirit today and all them things. Okay. We definitely going to get into it. But I definitely have a lot that I want to say. You said, what to do, y'all? I'm in the clouds. Definitely appreciate you, Steph, for being in the building as well. Divine 7, definitely appreciate you, sis. I don't know why you don't have a mod stick, so I'm definitely going to get you that. We're going to get you hooked up with that. Okay, Ro, appreciate that. I got that message. All right, so we're going to get into some things today, child, and definitely figure out some stuff. I'm not, hold on. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh, okay. All right. That's what happened. Okay. All right. So let me get to finish up the comments here, and then I'm going to get right into this commentary because, child, this is crazy. Okay. And there's a lot we need to get into tonight. So y'all make sure y'all are hitting the like button because, like I said, child, we're getting ready to go in. Okay. I'm just really sick and tired of this bitch constantly talking shit, constantly coming and going. You said, keeping it plain. What's going on, bro? Okay, he in here. Okay, keeping it plain. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to you. I mean, you ain't blocked in this bitch, but hey, shout out to you for being in the building. Shout, I guess everybody in the building tonight. Okay. You said, dude, do not come in here with that ish. She showed her medical records. So are you saying she manufactured them? Oh, is somebody talking trash? Okay. Y'all know what to do if that happens. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, hey, she's showing her medical history, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you, baby, but damn sure these medical records are diabolical, sweetheart. They just are what they are. And Carrie, I know that you're looking too, right? I also know that I think there's some AFWs out here trying to jump out the window for you. Perhaps you might want to go on that side, right? But it's only because they want to destroy your ass, okay? But we're going to see if that could happen. But either way, let me do a little bit. You said I'm in the chat, Maiden at work, okay? Okay. Teresa, I appreciate her. I don't see, there's a lot of people I'm not seeing. I don't know if I'm just not Um, they're not coming up here in StreamYard or what, but I'm not seeing a lot of these people that y'all are speaking to. So shout out to Teresa. Let's see, we got Beautiful in the building. Appreciate you as well. Let's see here. Okay, I think everybody is. What's up, Skunk Freaker? Appreciate you for being in the building as well. Let's see. Okay, so I think we got everybody here. I think we're just about ready to go. Okay, there you are. I knew. I was like, where's you at? What's up, Teresa? Definitely appreciate you. And I'm like, this is one of my mods, so I don't know why I don't see her, right? Anyway, I might have been skipping right over some shit. Hey, YM, definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said Carrie being made an apprentice AFW under Star would be a bingo card of the century. Okay. That would be super hilarious. Okay. But hey, at the end of the day, she welcome to do whatever she want to do. Let me take care of something real quick, guys. There's something I need to do before we start this show. Because, like I said, I want to get right into it. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I pull up something. So give me just a second, guys. I'm going to give y'all another timer. We're going to do this one more time. Sorry, YM, okay? But I got to go take care of some business real quick, and then I will be right back. It's going to take me less than 5 minutes to handle it, okay? Give me just a second. Let me find a longer timer. I think that's the only. You know what? Bombay gave me my timers today. Shout out to Bombay. I appreciate you. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me. I'm just gonna do this one for now, guys, and then I'm gonna grab the Black Lounge Entertainment timer too. Okay. All right. Give me just a minute, guys. Okay, so all right, guys. So shout out to y'all. Let me go ahead and see what I can do here because I'm trying to get this link open. Bear with me just a moment. What I really want to show y'all is one specific part of this test. Okay, and it's the part of the test where Carrie-Ann was getting this particular HIV quantitative RT PCR test. I just want to share with you guys that it was Carrie herself that showed us this, okay? Now, you guys look very closely. I want you guys to see. You guys can see certain testing here, such as the HLA, B5701, right? But this in particular, with that vitamin D, y'all see that, right? But that in particular under that is that HIV Quant RT PCR panel. That was done October 20th, 2015 at 3:50 p.m. It was ordered by Dr. Sunali P. Singh. Everybody sees that, right? I just want to make sure that everybody can see that particular test. Now, I'm going to hold the other tests for another time, okay? Because I'm going to give Carrie-Ann the opportunity to explain herself. Since she wants to explain herself to the sector, I want her to explain this HIV Quant RT PCR. Now, what I'm also going to do, hold on one second, guys. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this off of my screen now, okay? And I'm going to share with you guys another tab. We're going to take a look at what this means, okay? What is an HIV? What is the purpose of an HIV-1 RT quantitative PCR test, okay? We're going to look that up because I want you guys to remember what this bitch has been saying about me, right? She's been telling you guys that I am positive with multiple STDs. I have multiple baby daddies, right? I am an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. She's been telling you all these things. So far, though, since Carrie has been showing us her medical history, so far, what we have been seeing is in Carrie's medical history, multiple STD tests over the years, right? We're talking just now, we went through multiple chlamydia and gonorrhea tests, right? Let's pull this up. Multiple chlamydia tests and gonorrhea tests that she's been doing, right? Multiple trichomonas testing that this bitch has had to have, right? Along with multiple pregnancy tests, multiple hepatitis tests, and all these things, right? And I'll put a link to it to make sure you guys can see the video yourselves. But I wanted to particularly show you this one test tonight. Let me share my screen with you on what that test means. What does that test, the HIV Quant RT PCR test mean? And we know it's a lab test because Carrie in front of y'all opened up what she wanted to show you was her lab tests and all the tests that she has had over the years. So let's look at it because she wants us to know. And again, Carrie, I'm going to give you an out on this. Let's see if you take it, or let's see if you decide to just crash out like the idiot that you are. An HIV-1R reverse transcription quantitative PCR test or viral load test measures the amount of HIV-1 RNA in a person's blood to monitor disease progression, confirm infection, and assesses the effectiveness of antiretroviral therapy or ART. It helps determine if treatment is suppressing the virus to undetectable levels. Carrie-Ann. Now let's read a little bit more, because I ain't gonna waste y'all time tonight, because listen, we ain't gonna be in here all night. We're gonna have a quick church session and send this bitch on to the Lord. Key purposes and clinical applications of the test include monitoring treatment efficacy. It determines how well antiretroviral therapy, ART, is working to suppress viral replication with the goal of reaching undetectable levels, right? Remember, guys, we were talking about all these STD screenings that this bitch has had to take, including all of these HIV tests, all of these chlamydia tests, right? Yesterday when she was showing us HIV-1 and HIV-2. Let me tell y'all about HIV-2, right? Because HIV-2, I didn't even know that shit existed. Oh, but it does. See, it's not usually in existence here in America. That's why we don't hear about it. They gave her a test that they don't even usually test people with, according to Carrie'Ann's records, right? HIV-2 is a very rare form of HIV, and it's often found in places like West Africa or other places. It's not usually found in the United States. So while this bitch is talking about my pussy, she is getting testing for HIV too. Now let's continue. Determining prognosis, right here, right? Baseline measurements, initial viral load, help establish the severity of the infection and predict disease progression. Detecting treatment failure. The test identifies if the viral load is not decreasing or is rising, which may indicate that the treatment needs to be adjusted, right? And finally, see, this is going to be your out, Carrie-Ann. This is going to be where you need to bow down to the Lord and you need to thank my God. Okay? This is the time. This is the time to put away the fucking games, Carrie-Ann. To stop fucking playing with the sector, to stop playing in the faces of these men. Shout out to Photon. Shout out to you that you had enough discernment not to bring your ass down there. Because not only does this bitch have HPV, but would it be so that she received a test to monitor disease progression, confirm infection, or assess effectiveness of antiretroviral therapy, which they use to treat HIV patients? This is your time to bow out, bitch, gracefully. This is it. Diagnostic support. This is your out. It can be used to confirm HIV-1 infection, particularly when standard antibody tests are inconclusive or for early diagnosis. This is your out, bitch. And this is the only choice you have. You have no other choices, bitch. You are backed into a fucking corner. See, that's what the death angel does. So what are you going to do? You either leave me the fuck alone, or you will deal with my God. But don't ever play with me again. Don't ever do it again. Don't play with me. Don't play with my children. Don't play with my handmaidens. Don't play with none of us, bitch. I told you I'm not the one that you want to fuck with. And you already knew that. You've come to me for spiritual advice. You already knew I'm not that one. But you wanted to keep fucking poking the bear. So now, bitch, who got the dirty pussy? Because according to your own medical fucking records, right? According to your own medical history, according to you, not according to me, not according to me, according to you, you have needed an HIV-1RT quantitative PCR test 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Almost 10. Well, yeah, over 10 now. October 20th, 2015. And y'all can do your own research on this, along with the other drugs that she's got on there and tests that are on there. See, I don't have to make up shit. I don't have to lie about Carrie. I don't have to do anything. This is what she did to herself, grandstanding on everybody else in the sector. That's your out, Carrie. And I'm not going to tell you how to take the out either. I'm not going to give you that, bitch. I just gave you one out. And you can figure it out, but that is your out. And that's the only out you have. That's the only choice you have now. Because, like I said, you're done. You're completely done at this point. All right, guys, hold on one second. Let me just put y'all on hold for just a second.
Hello, sis. Hey. Nah. Yeah, don't give her no out. No out, no grace.
Right.
No out, no grace.
I gave the definition, right? And the out is in the definition. But she needs to be honest about the out, because at this point, it's one or the other. So
can I know you like to be a little bit nice about some shit. Can I just rip the Band-Aid off?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go backstage. I'm gonna let you have this.
So let's keep it a stack. All of these tests in conjunction with one another is for somebody that's pregnant and that has HIV. Why you think I said earlier in my live screen, where's the baby? You see that Tox AB test? That Tox AB test is to test the viability of a womb during pregnancy. So you really want to talk about it, Carrie'S? See, I'm not going to fucking play with you anymore. I'm not playing with you anymore. You keep running your fucking mouth. And you've been pregnant quite a few times because that other test that we saw you when they was checking how your womb was holding on, that glycotropin shit, that was well after this. So how many abortions you had, Carrie, or you just dropping babies in the toilet because your womb won't support it? Let me break it down for you further. These tests look for a variety of conditions, including vitamin D deficiency, HIV status and treatment compatibility, and hepatitis A immunity or infection. The VITD 25-OH measures the overall level of 25 hydroxy vitamin D in your blood, which is the best indicator of your body's total vitamin D stores. That HIV Quant RT-PCR is this test is a quantitative reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction test, also called a viral load test, and it measures the amount of HIV genetic material in the blood, and it is primarily used to monitor the effectiveness of HIV treatment infection and to assess the progression of the infection. It's sometimes used within 10 days of exposure earlier than some antibody tests. The HAVAB total is a hepatitis A total antibody test, which tests both IgM and IgG antibodies to the hepatitis A virus. A positive result indicates either a past infection or a successful vaccination. The HLA B5701 typing, this is a genetic test that looks for the presence of a specific gene marker, the HLA B570 allele. The result is critical for HIV patients because the presence of this allele is strongly linked to a severe hypersensitivity reaction to the HIV medication abacavir. Doctors use this test to determine if a patient can safely take abacavir containing medications. Toxic ABIgGIM, that's the killer. That's the killer. This test looks for IgG and IgM antibodies to toxoplasmas. IgM antibodies indicate a recent or active infection, while IgG antibodies indicate a past infection or exposure and often provide long-term immunity. This is particularly important for pregnant individuals due to risk to the fetus. Bet you a whole hoe out here. You've been pregnant quite a few times.
More than me.
And you, right, you just ain't brought no babies to fruition because God said no.
Period. You dirty foot hoe. You
So
got
you out
HIV
here.
and you shout out to Shakim. Hit the link, Shakim. Hit the link, Shakim. You got HIV and HPV, bitch. And you've been out here challenging people to their my charts while you taking HIV quantitative PR, PC, RT, PCR tests and HLA tests and Tox AB tests. You nasty foot hoe.
And hepatitis.
And hepatitis. And hepatitis. Like how, Carrie? It is nothing but the universe that let that fall in our laps. It is nothing but God that let that happen. You are out of gas today, bitch. Completely out of gas, okay? But yeah, Shakim, hepatitis. Hepatitis, Shakim. And she has HIV, according to her medical records. Yes. And she has HPV. So
and she was pregnant.
And she was pregnant more than me. And I have 6 children.
You've been pregnant a lot. That's why you always taking them tests, because you always sitting there and letting dudes bust up in your guts, run all up in your guts. French vanilla, butter, pecan, chocolate deluxe. Even the homosexuals could get it up because you don't care. You just opening your legs for everybody. So are you normal, Carrie? Is it
Are you
normal to
normal?
have HIV, hepatitis A and B, having, you know what I'm saying, failed pregnancies, dropping them out your body as soon as they get put up in your belly, bitch? Keep people name out your mouth, ho. I'm trying to tell you right now. Like I said, grace is what was given to you. Grace is what has been covering you. The grace is gone. See, what you didn't know is while you was being a fucking hater, I was being your covering. I was being your
Mhm.
blessing. I
Yep.
was saying, nah, guys, leave her alone. Even P. That's why P was mad at me the other day when I went off on your ass. Cause I was like, nah, just leave her alone, man. That girl, she's sick. She got some shit going on in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore the bitch. Now, bitch, the Kraken has been unleashed. And I'm not gonna stop raining down pure fucking unadulterated, terrifying fucking hell on you, bitch. Don't ever say another fucking word to anybody in this sector about anything that's going on underneath their fucking clothes. You're fucking disgusting, dirty bitch. Open up that HIV quantitative motherfucking RT PCR, bitch. Open up that one,
You ain't even
hoe.
got to, because I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna say. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna say. See, the purpose of the test is so you're not detectable, right? That's the purpose of it. So, what does it say, Carrie? Because they
Because your
want
ass is
to,
on
they
prep.
got you on prep. They got you on prep, Carrie. So you're trying to be undetectable. That's the reason you wanted to show Photon a negative HIV test, right, Carrie? Uh huh. Pull up a seat, Photon. That bitch is HIV positive. She takes PrEP. And that is the reason why her tests are coming up negative. Yeah,
You out here trying to give the men, black men, HIV. You try to give
HIV.
Photon HIV knowing he got kids. Cause you
Knowing he,
can't carry
right.
none.
That's how jealous you are of people pussy. You want to trade places with people. This is you, sweetheart. This is the worst projection I have ever seen in my life. This is the worst I've ever seen. You projecting your shit on Star, on Breaking, on me, on Raw, on Divine. Then you turn around and talk about the men of the sector, talking about how they're alcoholics, talk about Gates and P and every man. Every man's
Talk about
gay.
right.
That's
So
why
every
you so
woman is
obsessed with
gay.
gay men.
Right.
Why are you so obsessed with women and mothers, right? Why are you so jealous of mothers? You trying to convince everybody that being child free, this is the reason you've tried to psych yourself into believing that being child free is the best thing that happened since sliced bread because you can't have birth, you can't give birth. Literally, you're barren. Your pussy is rotten. You've been fucked so much by so many nasty niggas, you can't even hold a baby. That's why you want to get away from the idea of being a mother. And that's why you're always putting mothers down because
Because you
it makes
can't
you
have no
feel you
kids.
can't have none. Right. That's the only way you feel better is if you're roasting somebody with your own truth.
Now let's break it down even further. Ain't that why Blue left you, Carrie?
Mm.
Yeah.
Shout
Didn't
out
he
to the
find that
clouds. Mm-hmm.
right? Didn't he find that prep in your house?
Mm.
Uh-huh. That's why you're always behind that camera, right? Didn't
Mm.
you and Blue have a little kerfuffle when he found that prep? Because he knew you was
Mm.
trying to give him HIV.
Mm.
You
Mm.
out here trying to be a serial deleter to black men because hoes like you, when they get they pussy all dirty the fuck up, they go out there and they try to fuck everything moving because
Mm.
they're bitter. You are
Don't
a
let me find
bitter
out you out
bitch.
here trying to pass around HIV on purpose, bitch. Let me find out. Any of you niggas that she tried to get with, you ain't got to come
Pills.
forward. But we know, I know some of y'all because she told me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put your business out there though.
See,
But
pretty
you
nice
better, I
about
hope you
it.
never went to go see her. I hope that never happened for those I'm talking about.
You better go get a test.
You need to get tested. Yeah, excellento. Shout out to you. Because you're always over there telling Carrie how wrong we are and how
And
we
how
ain't
great
shit
she is. How great she
and
is.
how
She's so
wonderful she
fucking
is.
accomplished. Excellento. She's accomplished at having HIV and
It
trying
turns
to
out
pass it to everybody. She's accomplished at having serial deletions and dropping babies off in the toilet and flushing them down the drain.
it's funny, excellento, because you were there front and center while she was showing us these tests. How come you didn't say something then while you're always cheering her on to this? Or is it that you're one of those people? Because see, I don't know, right? Is it that you're one of those people that wanted to see her crash out like this?
Maybe
Are
you're
you
one of
one
the
of those people?
people. Maybe you're one of the people that crept up in between the legs. I suggest you go get tested, love. See, Pre, go
Mm.
ahead and drop me in the back. I'm gonna be in the chat.
Okay, sis, I appreciate you being up here. And I'm actually about to end this shit because I don't really have much else to say. But while you're over there, right, cheering on this nonsense, and then come over here and be like, what the hell? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you really care about her, you would tell her the truth, like I have. Or maybe you just want to see her crash out and do this, like she been doing. Damn, right? It's really fucking sad. It's fucked up. You said, Miss Murph, I'm laughing at your comment, but I'm not laughing at this situation. Yeah, I take no pleasure in this. I think this is really fucked up and really fucking sad. But what you're not going to keep doing is putting this shit on me as if I've been doing this, as if I'm doing this to you, as if I'm making this up and creating this story. You have talked about so many people's mental health conditions, from Smoke God to me to all kinds of people that haven't even been diagnosed with shit. You out here diagnosing people with shit. Talking about a star when she is actually a victim. Instead of that, you sit out here talk about her, talk about me, talk about Breaking, Divine, Clark, any woman, Nikki, any woman you can think of. Then you out here attacking the men too, asking them for their sexual history, asking them about their alcohol use. When you're showing us your medical history with all these problems and all these issues and all these tests that you've had to take. Like I said, I take no pleasure in this. But if I have to, there could be a part 4 to this shit. I can do this some more. I have additional information on these tests that you've shown us. And like I said, the cat's out the bag. It's too motherfucking late for you to click on the test and be like, see, it was negative. No, ma'am. That's the purpose of a test like that, to check your viral loads because they're giving you PrEP. Yeah. There are people with HIV who are undetected because they're taking PrEP. Mm-hmm. Good evening, sis. You said T-Pre made everybody run to the clouds. The chat just stopped, child, because this is something to think about. This is pretty fucked up, and this is pretty scary. Hold on one second now. Okay. You said, YM, in order for C to file litigation such as slander, she would have to prove that she didn't provoke the action. She was slandering T. Pre. So I don't think she has a case, but check with Steph. She absolutely doesn't have a case. See, slander, right, has to be a lie. It has to be something that I know is a lie, right? That's what slander is, or defamation. I think it's, matter of fact, let's look it up so we can help Carrie, right? Because, you know, before she starts talking about that, let's ask her, what is slander and defamation mean? And we've looked this up before, but we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Let's remove this real quick, and let's add this to the stage. So defamation is a legal term for any false public statement that damages a person's reputation, encompassing both spoken slander and written libel forms. Slander specifically refers to spoken defamation, such as verbal remarks, while libel involves written or permanent published statements. Both require the statement to be false and to cause harm. So I didn't say anything false. I showed you guys exactly what her own test results say, what her own medical records say, according to her. She played this video for the public to see, right? She showed this shit. And it's still on Raw Beast channel today. Shout out to her. Even though Carrie-Ann took the videos down now, we have a permanent record of these videos on Raw Beast channel. Okay? So y'all can go over, take a look. Make sure that y'all put a link to that video in the chat. That way everybody can look. And I'm also going to put a link in the description box. So anybody who's not and watching the replay, you guys will also be able to go and look for yourselves at the actual video that Carrie-Ann was on, showing us her medical history once again. And she just happened to show this time this HIV quantitative RT-PCR test, along with the other tests that she has had to take. So again, none of the handmaidens are giving you an out. I'm the only one that's like, hey, I gave you an out, but you're going to have to find it. And you're going to have to figure it out. And it's also going to have to be truthful. Because there's no way out of this, sweetheart. You showed it to us. You can't argue with your own my chart. Like, I mean, I know you want to. I know you want to blame your my chart on T-Pre. But at the end of the day, your my chart is there because of Carrie-Ann and Carrie-Ann alone and your behavior only. Only you. Literally only you. You said, good point, good point. You said, damn. You said, holding on, child. You said, you came at the wrong time, honey. You might want to red ball and see what's going on. You said, shout out to the folks who work in the medical field and know how to read this stuff. Okay? Just saying. You said, hey, unadulterated, always a pleasure. You said, make a change. Yeah, it's a whole lot, child. Miss and Cowboy Ra, definitely appreciate you being in the building. This is absolutely fucking sick. You said, I busted a moonwalk. It is absolutely fucking sick. Hepatitis tests. She had multiple hepatitis tests. It was at least 3. At least, no, I would say 9, because there was 3 types of hepatitis that they were checking for each time. So it was like 3 different times, but it was like 9 different screenings. Yeah. For hepatitis alone. And then the HIV, that HIV quantitative test was it, sweetheart. That one is what takes the fucking cake. That literally takes the cake. Like you can't get past that shit at all. You said shout out to all the medical billers in this bitch, okay? Triggs Ghosts. Oh shit. we even got the damn girl, I'm over it too. We even got the damn trolls out here tonight. White T, you said, is that why she tried to do that HIV challenge? I don't know, because she could show, if she's taking PrEP, then yeah, she can show a negative HIV result. I guess that's the reason. But what she didn't realize is that we were going to look into that HIV quantitative RT-PCR test and see what that means and why it wasn't just a regular HIV antibody test, right? Because that's the preliminary test that they give. You said she accused me of having the disease she had. Say it ain't so. Shakim. So what? She been getting abortions, honey? Either that or she got some babies out here in the world and she just ain't raising them. It's one or the other. But it looks like she couldn't hold them babies. That's what it looks like. This explains so much, doesn't it? Don't it? Bernice Howdy, you said white tea. You remember that, child? You said, how many times has she been pregnant? She was killing the babies. Is that why she comes for your kids? We trying to ask. These are the questions we got too. These are the questions we got. You said, I'm not a fan of DNA. However, I would never wish anything on him like this. And that's a fact. That's a fucking fact. I would never wish that on any fucking body. And, no matter how much we all may go through and talk our shit and stuff like that, that's unfortunate. You said what? You said if she said me, she lying. Okay. You said this is astonishing. I was astonished when the energy came down and brought this to me. I was absolutely astonished, my damn self. Like, wow. I would have never suspected anything like this about Carrie-Ann. Never. We've never talked about anything about her, her medical history or anything. I've never told her anything about me either. She's a motherfucking liar. I've never told her anything like that. I've never had an STD a day in my motherfucking life. She's a fucking liar. But clearly, she has at least two. And it's been tested for others, okay? At least two. And the very two STDs that you can't get rid of. The HIV, the two worst H's in the world. HPV and HIV, those two tests, those two diseases is what you got. Clearly. Honey, you said, I didn't see what you're showing now. Where did you get these results? Excellento. You and you alone in this chat right now are the only person that's in this chat right now that is at every single show she has. What, you be drunk when she be live? What, you be half asleep? You were there in her chat room. We got this video from Carrie herself. Maybe you need to do an eye back, go back a little bit and look at the video. Maybe you need to go and look at my other videos. You can do a red ball on this and you can see Carrie and you can hear Carrie in the videos telling you about this. What you're not going to do is come over here and play stupid, okay? And act like, I didn't know. I didn't see this. You're the only one. Well, sometimes you are literally the only person in her chat room. So you can't come over here and play dumb now and act like, oh, where did this come from? What happened? You were right there. It came from your girl. That's where it came. It's her my chart. It's her video. We're just replaying it. She showed them Excellenta. You said not trying to see any crash outs. Do you understand what I just said? While you keep asking the same question, not trying to see any crash outs, where did you get the results? They came from her while you were in her chat room. Hello. I'm not highlighting nothing else you have to say. You said the chart came from her. She posted them several times. Don't do this. Exactly. You said, excellent though. Can I ask you something? Who is Carrie more accomplished over? Okay. You said, excellento piece. She shows her information on her live while you are sitting right there in the room with her, going back and forth with her from the chat, watching her post this shit. It be people like you for why she's still doing this shit. And that's a fact. You said from Carrie-Ann, excellento. You said she showed them excellento. Thank you. Even somebody else who's in her chat often when this happens. This person can be honest enough to say it's coming from Carrie. We're not making this up. This is not something we came up with. She showed these records herself while you were present, while you're putting likes on the videos, while you're commenting on the videos, excellento, of how accomplished she is and how jealous everybody is of her. So, you sure you don't want to see any crash outs? Because I think you do. And I think this is you right now trying to gear up to start a new crash out after this, right? To go over there and be like, Carrie, they're just jealous. Carrie, they're lying on you. And keep feeding that demon, right? That's what you really want to do, Excellento. Because I know, Excellento, that you've watched all of it. You've seen everything. We're not going to pretend you haven't. We're not going to pretend that you're not over there talking big shit about every woman in this sector, keeping up with the nonsense in this crazy woman's head. I'm not doing this with you, Excellento. We're not. We're not. And shout out to you, Too Big, that you can be honest enough and say, yes. Even though you respect Carrie, you support Carrie, you can be honest to say, yeah, it is her showing her own medical history. Not anybody making up anything, anybody doctoring anything. For what? There's no reason to. There's literally no reason to. You said, Triggs host, you said, is she an escort? Would explain her obsession with sex workers. Would explain the amount of testing as well. It's funny because I don't even think sex workers are getting this tested this often, unless they're fucking dirty dicks all the fucking time, right? Like, you know, I don't, they're not even getting the, you know, tested unless they're like literally, you know, on the strip, you know, as a prostitute going back and forth between cars and shit. Yeah, I guess then, right? That's what it looks like. It looks like she's that type, that she's picking up niggas in on Tagged and picking up niggas in Backpage and picking up niggas in every fucking website you can think of. Because why else would she require this many STD tests in a lifetime? For what? And again, why did you have that HIV quantitative RT-PCR test 10 years ago? Mm-hmm. You said Carrie is more accomplished than most people in this space. Thank you. This is the bullshit that somebody like Excellento has been over there telling Carrie'S, right? Knowing that she has a mental health condition, knowing that this bitch is crashing all the way the fuck out, showing her medical history. Nobody like Brixton or like, you know, Too Big is dropping down saying, yeah, Carrie, they just jealous of you. Yeah, Carrie, keep going. Keep showing them. Get up on T-Pre. Fuck that bitch. None of them are doing that. Except you, Excellento. You. So don't get in my motherfucking chat room. And you lucky them handmaidens ain't get you the fuck up out of here yet. Maybe they did. I don't know. But you, bitch, you're the one over there with this bitch. Talking this crazy shit. Got this bitch crashing the fuck out. Triggs. You said Skinny Jeans, I already know who that is. Oh shit, child. You said laughing my ass off, I'm sure, Triggs. You said, where did he go? You said, who is Triggs host or says block, I'm blocking. If T-Pre says block, I'm block. Don't block. No, not the Triggs host. I mean, unless Triggs wants to, he can. He already got a wrench. You said, now I have a guess about Triggs troll, child. You said, Triggs ghost probably AFW afflicted. He said, Triggs, you know who it is? Okay. You said, I'm simply Triggs ghost, nothing to see here. Let's not get distracted from the topic at hand. Child, I'm so over this shit. I'm so over this bitch, but I promise you, if I got to show some more, I motherfucking will. You said, folks always talk the same. You said she does have a terrible cough, okay? You said, I noticed that Excellento left. I bet. I bet. You said, Siga, please stand down. People are telling you, Carrie, move on. Let it go. You don't owe us anything. I'm not sure why, because literally none of us asked you for any of this. I don't care how much you want to convince yourself or Excellento or any of the other idiots, right? That, T-Pre somehow came for you first and you just were only mad because I was talking about your medical history on somebody on Divine's panel. You're a liar. You came out to the sector telling Slander God and telling P that I was threatening you behind the scenes, telling you that you're not allowed to speak on Ray Triggs. That is what your delusional, crazy ass decided to tell the public. And when the public pressed you for more information, you couldn't give it. And so I answered for you because you wanted to lie to the public about what actually happened. So I showed the public what happened. And then you have been on a crash out ever since then. So bad. Your crash out has been so bad. This is by far the worst crash out in sector history. Your crash out was so bad. You have managed to reveal to a sector full of trolls and a sector full of people who do not like you that not only do you have HPV, human papillomavirus, but you also have human immunodeficiency virus as well. HIV, according to the testing that you're taking, right? See, I can easily come to the conclusion that you have HIV based off of the testing that you decided to show us, Carrie'S, right? I can easily come to the conclusion that you have human papillomavirus based off of the testing that you showed us on your medical records. And I can easily come to an understanding of what type of medication they're giving you for this HIV infection and checking the viral loads of the infection with PrEP, right? Based off the history you have shown me about you. Congratulations, sweetheart. Stand down, though. You said Black Clark. I'm sure it's a troll. You said, hi, Mrs. Murph. You said, my first son was stillborn. It's heartbreaking to lose a child in pregnancy. It is. It is. You said, damn you. You said, I would be sometimes. It is good to help to let people talk. They always show who they are. You said, who gets regularly checked? Hey, Lisa Carter. You said, who gets regularly checked for VD? I've never been tested for any of these things. Me neither. Honestly, me neither. I've had children and I've had regular STD testing, during pregnancy. But outside of that, I am not getting these tests. There is no men that are running around getting gonorrhea and chlamydia tests and trichomonas tests. She has had at least 4 trichomonas tests. At least 4 that she's shown. I think 4 or 5 that she's shown us in a 10-year period. This is disgusting. That is really nasty. Nobody is getting tests like that. No one is getting these types of tests. You said, hey, Raw. You said they are in my last video. Yes, they are. I'm not highlighting anything else on this. You said I showed her live while she was showing it. Somebody block Excellento, please. You said it's odd that Excellento would ask as you see Carrie's avatar and voice showing the records during the review. This is why I believe that Excellento is attempting to kind of like stir the pot so that they can run back to Carrie'S and keep the pot going, right? And keep stirring the pot with Carrie'Ann, right? And still feeding into her delusions and feeding into her mania, right? And they're trying to start by doing this so that they can run back there and do that. That is some sick shit. That's some really sick, twisted shit. I know that there are definitely trolls out here, right, that do trollish shit, but that in itself is very sickening. And I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, Excellento, because you know better. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're just as crazy and just as disgusting as she is. You said this is a lot. She clearly has mental issues to show this type of information on herself. Shit's diabolical. Someone do a wellness check ASAP. Exactly, right? You said, I believe she showed them more than once. And it's funny that she did. She showed them like 3 or 4 times. And every time she shows them, she shows more, right? Every single time she starts showing them, she literally starts showing us even more each time. It's fucking ridiculous. You said, Excellento told Carrie that she's more accomplished than most people in this space.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I was muted. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let me go back anyway. Let me see. Let me see. You said every time she showed it, she showed even more. Exactly, right? Like it's just ridiculous that you're trying to pretend that you're not aware of what was going on, right? This was you right there in the chat. Sometimes the only person in the chat room cheering this bullshit on, right? That is so fucking crazy. Y'all make sure y'all hit all the fucking. I see trolls coming in, and I know Carrie trying to get in here. I see her trying to get in here. We ain't, honey. We not falling for it. Okay, we not falling for it, Carrie. She just showed it though, just to let you know. Carrie, you just showed it to us. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you did. You said Philly Live. She has him pretending he doesn't know, that is the same kind of silly and ridiculous, right? You said, what's the reason behind her showing these records? What would make her do that? So apparently, trolls like Excellento. I know there was a Fuckery Unlimited. There was an Actual Factual, right? These trolls were telling Carrie back in like August and whatnot that we were all talking about her. I was talking about her medical records, and I was telling people that Carrie'Ann is a hoe, and that Carrie has all these diseases, and that she's a drug addict and an alcoholic. I have never said any of this shit about Carrie, right? But the trolls were telling her that, and they kept feeding that to her. And then with her delusional mind and not taking her medication properly, and obviously on drugs and all kinds of other shit she's doing, right? Alcohol and allegedly all this other shit, right? She fed into that. And she started trying to challenge me to showing medical records. And I'm like, but Carrie, I never asked for your medical records to begin with, right? Like, I never wanted that shit. Did you let the trolls tell you that? She even admitted that in a video later on, that she can admit that she allowed herself to get trolled, and she just ended up, in this situation and she didn't know and she feels bad about it. But for some reason, she still wanted me to show my medical records and all this other crazy shit. It's like, girl, it's like Carrie just falls. She likes to, if she knows she's wrong, even when she finds out she's wrong, she can't apologize and can't just be like, I'm wrong, right? She just has to be right. And so she has been crashing out trying to prove herself to be right to the sector in a battle that I'm not even having with her. Literally. This is all in her head. This whole medical records battle is in her head. I never asked for it. I never wanted it. This is something she made up based off of being trolled into doing so. And unfortunately, she trolled herself into showing us that she got HIV and HPV. It's a motherfucking shame. And it's funny because the only troll left is Excellento. Ain't that a bitch? You said she has no shame. It's a motherfucking damn shame. You said her trolls got her thinking she more accomplished than most of us that have a higher degree than her, okay? You said trying to get T Pre to show hers, right? Congratulations. You played yourself. Let me give you a little hand clap for that, girl. Let me give you a little hand clap. You absolutely played yourself, bitch. Nobody's doing that. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, YM. We run this the way we want to run this on this channel. You know I fuck with you, right? But no, ma'am. Please don't tell me who stays and who doesn't. Who stays because you want them on your channel. If I don't want to engage with someone on my channel, I have the right to block them. That's just it, okay? Whether somebody likes them or doesn't. I don't come to your channel asking you how to treat people or what to say or what to do. I actually support what you do, right? I actually promote what you do. And I'm not saying you don't do the same for me. The only thing I'm asking you, and you've done this in the past, and I've told you this in the past. The only thing I'm asking you is not to tell me who can stay and who can't stay in my chat room. I am entitled to get rid of who I want to. Okay? Just saying. Salute, and I love you. You my peoples. You know we good. I just had to say that. You said, excellent. Go back over there and troll her. Okay? Just saying. You said, I have tried to talk her out of doing certain things to no avail. I can't do it anymore. And you know what? Same with me. And there was a time, like even when I was still talking to her on the phone, I had given Carrie advice one time, and she found a way to talk herself into doing it anyway. And so I told her, well, you know what? You're grown. You're going to do whatever you want to do, right? So, I'm not going to give you any advice on anything. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to do. Please don't call me asking me what you should do. Because if I give you the advice and then you want to get mad at me giving you advice, then don't ask. Okay? You're going to obviously do what you'd like. So go do what you like, right? Without any permission from anybody else. And then you can't blame anybody else either, right? If you're crashing out and doing the fuck shit that you're doing. You said, YM, the one thing I can't stand is how these people be trolling her in her chat, making her worse. They know they're doing it, right? They know they're doing it. They can care less. They don't give a fuck whether she crashes out or not, which is so fucking fucked up. You said, unfortunately, Miss Murph, she will turn on helpful people in the quickness. It's really a wonder that she hasn't cussed you out. Yeah, she don't have too many people to cuss out anymore. And that's why. You said, Joe, I agree. You said, it's a bit sad. She really depended on people telling her things in her chat. It's fucking sick. Instead of just looking, at what's actually going on. Hold on. Let me just ban them and their comments too. Instead of like just looking at what everybody else sees, right? She would just rather, just somebody else come and tell her little highlights. And so while she's opening the door for that, she literally opens the door for these trolls to come in and tell her whatever they want to tell her, whatever they want to say. Like, it's fucking sick. It's fucking disgusting. You said, I tried to tell her that everyone plays the victim, but she do it more than others. Exactly. You said the beautiful Bernice. You said LOL. He came back on his troll account. Like it's just these people are nuts, man. Like these people are crazy. If I don't want anything to do with you, like you're just like Carrie. That's why you came back. You're just like her. That's why you be over there talking to her, telling her she's the most accomplished person in the sector, all while her pussy is like fucking dumpster trash, right? Like dumpster juice. Okay? But you're more accomplished than anyone. Because you just as crazy as she is. That's why. You bad, okay? We don't want you. We don't want you over here. You said that might be her under that account. It could be, right? You said maybe YM. Lisa Carter, appreciate that. Definitely. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, my bad, y'all. I had to go take care of something real quick. Okay. You said, I think it's him. Yeah, I do too. I don't think that's her. You said, hey, and plus, Carrie Ann isn't actually blocked by me. So she could get in here herself and be her own self and be in my chat room. So she's not blocked. You know, she got me blocked, but I haven't blocked her on here. I have her blocked on my email. I got her blocked on my text, right? But I don't really have her blocked on YouTube. He said most women are never asking for these tests. This is not a part of a woman's general checkup. It's literally not. Okay? A woman might get a mammogram once she turns 40 once a year. You'll get a pap smear once a year. You might, and that should definitely come back negative, okay, if you're not out here fucking a bunch of niggas all the time, right? Um, if you or you might get some other blood work done or something like that. Check your hematocrit and hemoglobin or whatever. These are the things that we get done. We don't go and get chlamydia. God, we don't go and get a mammogram and then also get a syphilis test. That's what we're not going and getting our regular pap smear and then also getting a chlamydia or a trichomonas test. That's not happening. These things Carrie Ann is getting because she's a hoe, basically. Okay, she's been pregnant multiple times. Okay, and and with HIV and HPV, this is sick, honey. This is sick. You said YM. She has mentioned that she shows patience with me because she knows I'm showing genuine concern. Every single person has shown her genuine concern. Eventually, she's going to turn on you too. Eventually. Every single one of us, literally, there are even people in the clouds right now that y'all have never met, okay, that have shown her genuine concern. And she has single white female them too, okay? Like, it's just what it is. It's just how it is. It's just who the bitch is. You said YM. I thought about that. LOL. You said Mrs. Murph. Well, that's actually some progress. You said yep. You said oh my. Where is the sound? Oh, okay. I think. Am I talking now? Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay, I think that was way back. Okay. You said when I took sex education in high school, this wasn't in the book yet, right? This shit wasn't. Child, some of these diseases I ain't never even heard of. Like that MGen shit, I never knew there was an HIV too. Like none of this shit. I did not know, child. I did not know. I did not know. Okay, Gardnerella. I never heard of that shit. I've heard of trichomonas and stuff, but I've never heard of Gardnerella or any of that weird shit. You said it's Carrie because she said she offered grand. She offered a grand for you to show yours. Who else but Carrie would say that, right? Facts, facts, facts. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Lisa. You said okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay. Okay. Poor babies. Okay, so I'm not muted now. You said Clark. When I was pregnant, the only test I did that was for sickle cell, even though it didn't run in my family. Yeah, we did the sickle cell test. And they do like here in the states, they do standard STI testing in the beginning of the pregnancy, and that's the only time I had it. I didn't have no other STI test that I can remember. But then again, it's been like my son is almost 17 years old. So like, what the fuck? It's been a long time since I've even needed any STI testing. Like real shit. I haven't needed any STI testing at all, except for when I was, when they do standard pregnancy testing. That when they do standard testing while you're pregnant. That's it. I've never needed to have any of these STI screenings, and I'm damn sure not going to prove that by showing my chart. That's just weird in itself. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. You said Joe, right? You said she almost at her own birth, right? Don't make no sense. You said trying to show 20 years of fucking nastiness, man. Just filth. Just nasty. Just nasty, just nasty. You said Lorna Williams, indeed, the women folk who take care of their health know that it's not normal. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure there are men here too, Carrie, just in case you didn't know while you was out here flirting with all these niggas, right? I'm sure they're aware too that their baby moms or their wives are not going to the doctor like you are. Okay? They are not doing this. This is not normal at all. They would probably want to leave them if their tests, if they had this many tests on their my chart. Like that is weird, Carrie. I don't understand why you think that's a flex. I swear to God, I don't know why you would think that's a flex. You can try to convince everybody, that somehow you pulling medical history and showing that you needed 16 different STD testings in a 4-year period, 11 of those tests being in the past year. Okay, like if you think that's a flex, okay, honey. Okay, honey. But what you're not going to do is troll me into trying to compare myself to you. For what? You clearly lost that battle. The moment you showed them fucking records, you lost. Okay? Period. I ain't got to do shit. I ain't got to show you shit. I ain't got to do shit. Nothing. You lost. Period. You said he was there. You said exactly. You said, and offering you money to show your medical records. Like, it's just sickening. This bitch is really fucking sick, okay? You said like, share, and subscribe. You said it's manipulative and coercive to try to make someone take money to expose confidential information. But why would I ever do? Like, I swear to God, I can't understand why this bitch think I would ever do anything like that. Like, this is nuts. And especially when, like, I could see, right, y'all? I could see why, and everybody else, right? Like, if I challenge her to this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if I was like, yeah, Carrie, show your medical records. Show that you got HIV. Show you ain't got no mother. Show your pussy. I never did that. I don't give a fuck about this bitch pussy. Like, I never, ever did that. It was you, Carrie, crashing out because you are trying to be right so bad over a person who just simply blocked you. Girl, nobody in the sector should have to know about this right now. We know about this because you are so narcissistic. You can't take it when a person walks away from you and just doesn't want anything to do with you. It shows you have a pattern of doing this. Not just from me. You've done this with other people in the sector. You've done this with people in your real life. And we've shown the evidence of that. Like, you just have a history of crashing out on people who just don't want anything to do with you. And you make an ass of yourself while you're doing it. Literally nobody had to know, Carrie. But we all know now that you are HIV positive and you are positive with hepatitis, or not hepatitis, but you're positive with HPV, based off of the types of testing that you are showing us from your medical records. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. You said, despite whatever side you're on, this was quite the sex education the past few days, okay? Box Talk 2.0, we lit. We lit out this motherfucker, okay? Sexy Toy Lady, definitely appreciate you being in the building, sis. Shout out to you and everybody else that's in the clouds as well. You said if it's an actual LAW for a medical professional to show someone's medical records, no one else should. Exactly. That's exactly a fact. And it's funny because I'd like to share with that with y'all real quick. Let me share that with y'all, right? I think I showed this the other day to you guys, but I'm going to share it with you again. I'm going to share this with you guys because I think this is important to know. When an individual, what I asked was if someone shares their medical records online, is it still considered private? Hold on one second. And the answer to that is when an individual voluntarily shows their medical records or protected health information online, it is generally no longer considered private in the legal sense, and they often waive their privacy rights regarding that information. While the HIPAA privacy rule strictly protects medical records held by healthcare providers and insurers, it does not apply to information that an individual chooses to share publicly or with a third party that does not have a duty of confidentiality. I do not have a duty to protect this woman's privacy. Nope, I don't. I am not a healthcare provider, and I'm not her healthcare provider, and I am not in possession of her medical records on my electronic records. I'm not. Carrie shared this with YouTube, and now YouTube is reviewing her records. That's just what it is. It's unfortunate for her. She better learn. She better learn to definitely stop showing her medical history. Period. But yeah, girl, ain't no law for that. Messy and nasty, just messy and nasty, and messed and nastied and messied herself right on into this goddamn mess, child. It don't make no fucking sense. You said, T Pre, nothing has changed between us. You already know, okay? You already know. You said not the show. You said it's called sinking in quicksand, right, P? This shit is sick. You said original YM. You said I didn't know that, but I kept offering pre. But she kept offering pre money. Like it's like I was gonna be like, okay, let me show you my chart. Give me my $1,000. Like what the fuck? Bitch, what is $1,000? Like, girl, do you know how much electric is here in Delaware, honey? $1,000 can't tell me shit, okay? Do you know how much groceries cost out here? Gas, okay? All type of other girl. $1,000? Girl, that's the type of shit you take to dance in the move, okay? You take $1,500 and $200. That shit makes you motherfucking move, bitch. Not me, okay? Not me, bitch. Not even $10,000. Not even $1,000,000 would make me show y'all my motherfucking well, I don't know, maybe a million, huh? Maybe $1,000,000. I don't know. I don't know. Shit. But 10,000, shit. What the fuck I'm gonna do with that shit? What the fuck? Shit. You said LV the show, man. You said this was like the 10th grade biology looking for the microscope at shit you really don't want to see, okay? Like, what the fuck? Damn it. Like, damn. You said, let me gloat, honey, okay, P? Oh, you know what? I meant to play you a specific video, P. I got something for P. Let me show P what I got for P. Let me show P.
Yeah, it was 12:15. Exact. If I'm not mistaken, it was.
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
I
see what I'm saying.
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
The more questions that cop asked, the more I thought I wasn't gonna never see daylight again.
And this time you said you bought the bottle of
I was just waiting for them to tell me they seen that damn videotape, but they hadn't.
Yeah, no, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
Without the tape, they had nothing.
See, Carrie, you know you done fucked up, right? Now, see, Carrie, you bought the bottle. You said you bought the bottle of beer at 12:30. Okay, but just now, you see, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. Okay. Shout out to P. Shout out to P. Shout out to P. That is my favorite fucking timer that nigga got. I had to steal it. I had to take it, P. Yo, that shit. That is the funniest. Yo, that is the funniest thing from Menace to Society that I've ever seen. That movie was not meant to be funny. Okay, it was not supposed to be funny. But if you look at that movie today, you can't help but just fucking laugh because there's so many memes that have come from that movie, right? Like, there's so many fucking memes that have come from that movie. It's not even funny. So. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. She said, Clark, it almost seems like blackmail or something. Right. Like you said, I know it's not the same, but it gives me that feeling. And I'm not even sure why, because there's nothing for me to show. I've never told her anything crazy about my history or anything like that. You know, I have no idea why she's doing any of this other than she's crazy and she's out of her mind, you know? And ever since she lost her job and she's just been having nothing to do with her time but sit around and obviously collect a disability check, right? Uh, allegedly, right? I don't know about the disability, but allegedly, right? She don't got nothing to do but cry in the corner and talk about everybody and think the worst and not take her meds and drink and take drugs and all the shit she be doing, and then project it all onto everybody who don't want nothing to do with her. Like, literally. Don't make no goddamn sense, man. He said, YM, you said, yep, she posted her information, then offered Pre money to show hers, just like that, just like she did with Shakim. Funny how all this goes full fucking circle. Okay, ain't that a bitch, child? You said, Clark, I didn't like it back when she did that to Shakim either. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. But at the time, I didn't really fuck with either one of them, so I wasn't in it. But um, it just was what it was. But yeah, man, fuck her, bitch. She better get the fuck out my motherfucking face. I know that. And honey, the burden of proof is on you. Shit, because I proved my shit about you. You said challenge. She needs to take a rapid action test and open up that medicine cabinet. How about that? Okay. Raw B challenge you to that. I don't give a fuck what you do, bitch. Raw B challenging you to take a rapid action test and open up that medicine cabinet, bitch, and show us that motherfucking prep bottle along with that lithium bottle and that vitamin D. Girl, let me shut the fuck up. You said YM, you make a change says YM, you know where this is going, and I hope it does not. We don't need no more of these challenges. Listen, she welcome to keep running out here challenging everybody to shit, but the only thing she need to do is challenge her own My Chart records, honey. Okay. That's the only thing she out here challenging at this point. And like I said, I gave you an out. You gotta find it. You gotta look for it. You said some of those tests sound like football plays. No. Chickamonas to the left, right, go long to the engine and touchdown. Touchdown, chlamydia. Let's go. Gonorrhea. Yeah. Yo. You said make a change. Some people don't have boundaries for themselves. That's the thing. She showed her financial info, etc. Like, it's just so sad. That shit is so ridiculous. You said I know she was shooketh during that pandemic. She was. She was very shooketh during that pandemic. Absolutely she was. As a matter of fact, the cloud heavy people, yeah. Ain't that a bitch? Yo, cloud heavy people. Ain't that a bitch? Doesn't that explain some of that pandemic behavior that we had discussed? Mhm. Mhm. You said that's enough medical history for 10 people, honey. That's enough medical history for 100 people. Because out of all the trichomonas testing and all the tests that she's had, that's how many people should have been in there having that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You said 100. You said I was tested at the beginning of my pregnancy. That's it. That's the only time. I've never had to be tested for any of this stuff. Like just walking around, just willy nilly. Hey, doctor, yeah, I need a chlamydia test, or I need to go get a full sexual panel. Like for what? Nobody is doing that, Carrie. That is something that you have told people. This is something you've made up, right? Because you have no idea how this works. Because literally, obviously, you have been infected this fucking long, right? That you came up with some fancy story to tell people, not knowing that that story would tell on you. Like, people are like, what? Why are you getting that many tests? For what? That there's no reason to. You shouldn't even be getting any of them, especially if you don't have any kids and you're claiming you're not having any sex at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe you're not having sex because everybody who knows you knows what you got. Okay, that's probably why you're not having sex. But you trying to grab up unsuspecting people like Photon, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and trying to show them negative HIV results because of that PrEP. Bitch. I knew you was taking PrEP. When I seen all them STD tests and shit, and all them HIV tests, something told me that bitch is taking PrEP. We looked at that shit, man. We seen people started researching that. Yeah, girl, and then moved on, and then come to find out, here go your medical records again. You showing it to us that HIV quantitative
Hold it.
RT PCR test. What's up,
Hold
Shaquille?
it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, bro?
I don't know why it's no sound. Hold on.
Oh, you can't hear
Can
me?
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Might be a delay. Let's give it a minute.
Hold on. Let me put you down, and then I'll bring you back.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
now.
What's up, Shaquille?
Hold it. What it do? Chocolate star?
I am chilling, bro. What's going on with you?
Lord.
Mm.
Lord, you got me over here hollering at work. I'm telling you. I cannot
Honey.
it's live. Like my mouth is agape right now.
Okay. Because while she was asking you to show your HIV history, she out here having HIV. Have you ever needed an HIV quantitative RT PCR test, Shaquem?
Hell no. What is that?
Exactly. Let me show you what it is. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up real quick because maybe you didn't see. And for those that are just coming in,
not the Atlanta HIV clinic.
she got Bugsy with her too.
Bugsy with her at the Atlanta.
Bugsy is with her. And that's Dr. Trevor. That's Dr. Parks. Yeah. That's Trevor Parks right there. You know what I mean? We had to bring him in the room. You know what I mean? We had to bring him on in. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. Hold on. Raw's up here too. What's up, Raw?
Hey, I'm back. Hey, Shaquem. Honey,
if you need me to share anything, if you need me to share anything, we can. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Let me put up my banner because I'm not sure who this is. Let me do that. Is it let's put the beers, blunts, and dirty cunts up.
Blocked.
What's up?
What up?
Okay, what's up, Happy Life?
That with it.
You good?
Is that Happy
Yep.
Life?
Yes, Happy Life.
Yep.
What you want to add? to the story?
I just want to say I'm surprised Carrie got all these receipts, man. Got medical history, dirty
Mm-mm.
coochie, all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
HIV.
Mm-mm.
Just nuts.
And that ain't even alleged. I'm not going to say alleged because the test is a HIV quantitative, which I'm going to share right now. Let me share this. Let me share my screen so you guys can see.
That's raw right there on the
Yes,
right.
bro. All right, can y'all see the
Okay.
screen?
Make it the put it the big one so it's covering so everybody can see clear.
What you mean?
Like solo it out when you're sharing the screen. There's a little
Oh,
rectangle.
okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's better. All right, so an HIV-1 RT reverse transcription quantitative PCR test or viral load test measures the amount of HIV-1 RNA in a person's blood to monitor disease progression, confirm infection, and assess the effectiveness of antiretroviral therapy. It determines if treatment is suppressing the virus to undetectable levels. That is what Shakem, an HIV quantitative RT-PCR test is, which she showed to us on her medical history.
Wow.
And you want me to show it to you? Well, you got it again?
Look, you know how we linked because I was
You
already
already got
sharing
it.
it.
Let me move my shit. Let's go. Okay. Go ahead. Let me do your thing.
That's
I'm
her.
a mute. I'm a mute.
Wow. Oh my God. I'm gonna go on mute. I can't believe my eyes.
Now,
Well,
excellento. Look for yourself, excellento, at Carrie'Ann on the screen. Probably while you were in the chat room, right? Showing us this HIV quantitative RT PCR test done October 20th, 2015 at 3:50 p.m. by Dr. Singh. Mhm. Mhm.
ooh, child. Ooh,
So
child.
there's no need to say allegedly
There's no
because
need.
this is what she showed
It's
you from
already there.
her my chart.
Mm-mm.
My chart is her chart is our chart too. Fucking bitch, stupid bitch.
Mm.
Mm. While she out here trying to grandstand on all the women, on all the men, she got dummies like Excellento jumping in the scene like you're the most accomplished person in the sector. This is what this
What? Being a hoe?
you accomplished being a
Mm.
slut.
Mm.
Shit.
She might as well
Accomplished
be on
hoe.
OnlyFans at this
They
point.
don't even want her. They don't even want
She
her.
she spent her life being on the corner, allegedly. She
Damn.
had to be a streetwalker with
She
all
had
that
to
going
be
on.
picking up niggas off tagged and niggas off the fucking internet and shit, just fucking them. She had to be getting these types
Mm.
of diseases, man.
So now
This
it
Yo,
bitch
what?
explains
been
why. Now it explains why she has this deep-rooted hatred for black men, and why, you know what I'm saying? She said that, oh, you should. I'll give you $1,000 to show your medical records and shit. Like, bitch, if I actually did it, was she gonna show this?
Right.
Like, what
Mm.
the?
No, what she was going to show you was a negative HIV test because she takes PrEP.
Mm.
Yep. She's taking immunosuppressive therapy.
You see it?
Okay,
Ain't
wait.
that
What?
on there? And
You
don't you
see
see the
that?
immunosuppressive therapy?
Wait, where's that at?
Which one? Which
Oh.
one of these tests is that? I think it's on one. It's on one of them. I know she
The
showed it.
hold on, I'm about to show
One of them that she
you
showed. That's definitely the immunosuppressive medication.
Mm-mm.
the HIV quantitative RT PCR test.
Yeah, that's what it
The
was. It was
yeah,
the
that
test
one,
itself. The test
yeah,
itself shows.
So why is she still taking prep then? Because I thought prep
because
was
she has
about.
the
The
prep is
purpose,
to make sure you're undetectable.
Right. They
Uh,
give you the medication to make sure that you're undetectable, and then they test you to make sure
uh,
that it's working.
Mm.
Because the what that test does is it monitors the effectiveness of antiretroviral therapy and assessing the disease progression in individuals already diagnosed with HIV-1.
Mm.
mm,
She
mm.
also tested for HIV-1 and 2, which
What?
nobody
Not
tests for
HIV 1 and
HIV-2.
2. Not HIV
Nobody tests.
2 too. I can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, she did.
HIV-2 is
Let me.
very unheard of in this country.
Baby.
Where is it in
Yeah,
here?
that's in here. It's in there.
In
Wow.
these lab results that she showed.
Hmm.
This was out
She,
here
she,
lunching.
she might
Mm-mm.
as well do OnlyFans at this point. I mean, what
No,
can she do?
OnlyFans don't want her.
Well, damn.
OnlyFans
Damn,
is saying
damn.
no. Oh, there go that trichomonas test again. There go another one.
And I oot, and I oot, and I oot.
Where is that? She had that HIV-1 and 2. I think it's before this.
I think it was after. I think that was one of her earlier ones, but
That's another
we're gonna
trichomonas. Another
another pregnancy
trichomonas.
test, a HPV test, another pregnancy test.
We back in 2021, man.
We're
Oh,
probably
you
back
know
in
what?
2015
HPV.
with her.
That's the HPV test, Shakim.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
That's the one. Now this test, this particular HPV test, Shakim. Let me show you all. Let me show you what that means. This is how we know she has HPV.
Mm.
I think it's in the short where I had the HIV-1 and 2 that she took. So give me a minute while you doing
Okay.
that.
Okay. Go ahead. You can take that down because I'll share this screen. All right. So let me move this to right here. All right. So HPV mRNA E6 E7 test with reflex to genotype 161845 is a molecular screening tool that detects active high risk human papilloma infections by identifying E6 E7 messenger RNA from 14 high risk types. It identifies if the virus is actively expressing proteins that can cause cancer rather than just presence of viral DNA with automatic genotyping for 16, 18, and 45 if positive. Now, she tried to show that test and say it was negative. And the reason it was negative is because it means she didn't have the types that are high risk, the 16, 18, and 45. But they only gave her this test because they were trying to see if the virus was actively expressing proteins that cause cancer. That means she already had to have the virus, and then they wanted to see whether it was causing cancer. She also admitted when she showed us that she had an abnormal pap smear, and that is the reason they gave it to her. We looked up
Mm.
abnormal pap smear, and let me show you what happens with an abnormal pap smear.
She must have had those things when she was born, then, if that's the case.
Snap that pussy back.
Snap it back. She can't snap it back. She got to throw that pussy away.
Let me show you what this says. So let me
Or
present
get
this.
it cleaned up.
Well, I feel like T Pre is a
Let me make sure y'all
molecular
can see this.
biologist
Okay.
tonight. Let's go. I'm loving it.
Pap smear means that cells collected from the cervix during a pap smear show changes such as inflammation, infection, or dysplasia, okay, which is precancerous cells, rather than appearing normal. While alarming, it rarely signifies cancer. It often indicates infection, hormonal changes, or human papillomavirus.
Mm.
Now, she showed us all three of those tests in succession: human papillomavirus, trichomonas, and a cytology test. And she told us the reason she had that is because she had an abnormal pap smear.
Yep.
And the HPV test was the one that I just showed you, the HPV mRNA test. So obviously, the pap smear showed she had HPV. They just wanted to see what type.
Mhm.
Mm. So she
According to
tested
her.
positive for all three.
No, she tested positive for human papilloma. She tested positive for HIV. Everything else,
Wow.
I don't know if she's tested positive or not. We would have to be looking at her medications to
Mhm.
see,
Right.
Okay.
or her
Stop.
treatment to
Mm.
see.
This really shows me that when somebody is like obsessed with diseases and like, a lot of these people when they argue with me, they first go to is always HIV.
Mm,
And the more that even like with Stefan, that's always his go to. Even with like conscious energy, he tried to do that shit. So from now on, whenever a bitch try to run to a virus as a read, I'm assuming that bitch is already positive and expressing it. And I'm
right.
assuming why they trying to sex shame me and slut shame me, right? They probably are the whores of Babylon's they goddamn selves, right? So the nerve of that bitch to get up there and act like she was celibate by choice, like it was all because I just wanted to be a feminist and a communist and a socialist and niggas ain't shit. Nah, bitch, you ain't shit, and you chose ain't shit ass niggas because you got daddy issues, bitch,
Mm,
and you tried to challenge me to an HIV test and to show my chart. That would have been the ultimate L for you back then. Now it's an even bigger L for you now
right.
because, bitch, I could go live and run this up on you, ho. I could go to the Mo 3. They do this type of shit in the Mo 3 sector too. Queen 88's sister is HIV positive too. So when she first came out here, she claimed she had cancer, right? Then she backpedaled and then she finally admitted it was HIV. So, bitch, did you want this to be content? Like, do you feel good about yourself now? Like,
Mm.
what was her purpose for even doing this shit to prove a point?
She was trying to grandstand on me because I blocked her. I just didn't want nothing to do with her. That was it. I just
Here's
wanted to move on.
No, let's just call it what it really is. The bitch was trying to act like she had a clean pussy, and she think that everybody is fucking stupid because her pussy not clean. Her pussy very much fucking dirty. Now you
Well,
see that, wait, happy. You see
Hold on,
where
let me
it
move this.
says, hold on, because I was looking for some other shit too. HIV screen AGAB.
Hmm. And that was in 2023, Photon. That's the test she claimed she took for you.
oh wow.
Wait, wait, wait. She claims she got tested for HIV.
She claimed
Wait,
she
but
got
look,
tested.
hold on. So an HIV AGAB screen is a fourth generation HIV test that simultaneously detects both HIV 1 and 2 antibodies and the HIV P24 antigen, allowing for earlier detection of acute infection before antibodies developed. If the screen is reactive, it's not a final diagnosis and requires a confirmatory test, and often antibody differentiation test or a nucleic acid amplification test to determine the specific type of HIV and confirm the infection status. So this is again another test for when she's on that PrEP.
Photon. Wow.
Mm.
Photon, while she out here trying to prove everybody excellent too, and everybody she tried to prove that, she only got this test to prove to Photon that she's clean. Well, no, it
Wait,
proves she was taking PrEP.
wait,
Mm.
hold on.
Because
Let me
that was
tell
the
you
next
how.
bust in the U.S. for HIV too.
Let me let me tell you how diabolical that is. Full time she tried to play in your fucking face because she didn't want you to see that HIV quantitative RT-PCR test, right? Because you're not a dumb nigga. So she knew that you was gonna be like, well, what the fuck is that about? So what she doing is she taking regular HIV tests because she knows that she's on that PrEP to get a negative reaction so she can game niggas like you to give her raw dick.
Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm.
So how is her thing? How's her pussy clean if she don't take a shower? That's just weird.
With the ma.
I think not taking a shower is the least of her problems for real. Honestly, with
That's that
having this,
So
depression.
I saw
yeah.
something with
Sorry.
yeast in it. I saw a slide where it said yeast and fungus. I'm like, goddamn bitch, what
That's
the fuck going on with that pussy?
Shakem. She's had those tests multiple times. That's the
Uh,
trichomonas Gardnerella yeast infection test that she keeps getting. She keeps getting that test over and over and over and over again. I wonder if that's a side effect of HIV.
Yeah, yeast infections, I'm pretty sure it
I'm
is.
about to look it up.
mm,
There it is.
You got
Trichomonas,
it?
Gardnerella vaginalis, fungus and
Hmm.
yeast.
Well, yeah, your immune system is weaker. I mean, I think don't women get yeast infections though? I don't know.
Not on the
Women get
regular.
yeast and yeah, not on a regular, not she have a test for it in October and then she back in
Oh, here we go,
February.
y'all. Let me show y'all.
Oh,
Let me show you. See, we gonna educate ourselves out here, honey. You wasn't gonna just manipulate the people. Yes, frequent or severe yeast infections, candidates, particularly oral thrush. Remember we were talking about that thrush on her tongue? Or common early indicators are side effects of HIV because the virus weakens the immune system, allowing the fungus to overgrow. About 80 to 90% of people with HIV experience oral thrush at some point. Mm, mm, mm,
and it
mm.
says right there with HIV, vaginal yeast infection can occur more frequently and be harder to treat.
Yep.
Recurring vaginal yeast infections, and then dot 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 dot. But
Hold on.
damn, shit crazy as hell.
Ain't that crazy? While she out here talking about everybody else's fucking health, talking about what everybody else's pussy looking like. She want to know how clean everybody's pussy is and all this other shit. And turns out all this time it is her motherfucking nasty pussy that's out here, and she's trying to get with unsuspecting niggas. That is
You want
wild.
so you want to see something about them chest x-rays?
Yeah, you got it up.
I do.
Okay, hold up. Let me move us.
People with HIV, especially those with low CD4 counts or suspected tuberculosis, often require chest x-rays to screen for and diagnose pulmonary infections like TB, pneumonia, or capsocin sarcoma. While not always mandatory for every asymptomatic patient, they are vital tools for assessing respiratory issues and managing TB, particularly in high-risk groups. The World Health Organization recommends chest x-rays to rule out active TB and HIV positive individuals. And what's that? She has two
Mm,
views.
mm.
Mm,
My,
yep, I
my,
see that
my,
test,
man.
and that was in 2012.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I
And you
know
see
she
the
got
trichomonas
bronchitis.
in 2011. You see the
Mm-hmm.
another cytology test in 2011, and that was several days after the trichomonas. Then look up. There's the trichomonas again in 2012. Why would you need? Honey.
Yeah,
And she
because
do got that really bad cough, P. She
she
do.
Look,
does.
another chest x-ray,
What year is that? Let me see.
What year is this?
2017.
This one is
2017.
17.
So 2012, 2017. Not lithium tests. What the fuck?
Yeah, she takes lithium
What
for
the
bipolar.
fuck?
You
Are you
didn't know
serious?
she takes lithium for bipolar disorder.
That's why
Look at
she's so
this.
crazy? The fuck, man? Okay, now
Oh
I
wait, we
understand.
not you missed it, Al Shakel. She been in the mental ward. They had to do a toxicology test on her. They had to do an alcohol toxicology test and a drug toxicology test on her after they did a 5 to 10 panel screen. So after the
Right.
screening, they also ordered a drug toxicology where they wanted to know the metabolites of the type of drugs and the level of drugs in her system. And they also wanted to know the type and level of alcohol that was in her system the day they 5150 that bitch. And that was in 2021.
But wait,
Wow.
but wait, y'all. Now that re-aging, right? That rapid plasm. Reaging test. You want to know more
Hmm.
about that one?
Yeah, let's look up the rapid plasma.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, not syphilis. Lord have mercy.
The connection to HIV, though. Sexually active individuals with HIV/AIDS should have a PRP test at least annually or every 3 to 6 months if they have high risk factors.
Mm, mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
mm. Girl,
How does she keep a job doing
the more you showed us on your medical records, the more proof we have that you're HIV positive, but you're right now showing undetectable,
Now
and
the
that you
vitamin D
are,
test.
huh?
You see that vitamin D test next to the HIV test? That is sick. I'm going back on mute.
Vitamin D 25.
Yeah.
There's a specific type of vitamin D.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
she. So what's the what's the HLA? Is that important? Like that part?
Yeah, it is. That
Yes,
HLA
that was.
test, I broke it
Yes.
down because you see that tox ABIgGIM, that all goes in together. So the HLA is a specific allele. And the result is critical for HIV patients because the presence of this allele is strongly linked to hypersensitivity reaction to the HIV medication.
Mm.
All of that was done on the same date, October 20th, 2025, at the same time. The HIV quantitative RT-PCR test was done at 3:50. The other tests were done at 3:49 on the
All of
same date
that,
by the same doctor.
right? And all of
it?
that is particularly important because that toxic ABIgGIM looks for antibodies to toxoplasma because they indicate a recent or active infection and they can be harmful to a fetus.
No, I just Googled it. It says Caucasians have higher prevalence rates of HLA-B 5701, higher than African Americans, Asians, and Hispanics. So I'm guessing the medication um, does something to the DNA or the RNA or something. That's why they test
Right,
for it.
right.
Like that.
Hmm.
It does.
Yeah, because it's contraindicated if you have a hypersensitivity to it when you're taking Abacavir. It's an HIV medication.
Not she taking that. Not she taking that. I can't. Not she know the medications. Like, is this the Twilight Zone? Like, where am I at? I'm going back
This
on
is
mute.
what I'm feeling, Shakem. You, and all of us, we're all taking this in at the same time, like shocked at this bullshit. I cannot believe this woman has been out here projecting her entire life onto everyone else. She just reaches into her medical history and throws it on whoever she just feels like arguing with that day.
Uh,
She literally
what-
takes her own life and roasts you with it.
Well, I feel like Ness is doing the same thing to me right now. Like,
oh Lord.
same situation. But the only difference is she claimed that she was trying to get pregnant by a man who had HIV for a year, right? And
What?
that, so this is a story that she told. You know what I'm saying? And then she admitted to having hidradenitis suppurativa, which is basically like boils and shit that smell and have pus and stuff. And it's associated with HIV or AIDS, specifically AIDS, because it's the weakened immune response. So she's on her live talking about I'm so smelly. She said I was in her car and I stunk so bad. She had to go get tested and she had to go to urgent care and all this shit. And I'm like, are you talking to me or are you talking to the nigga that gave you something? Because I didn't fuck you.
I
So
didn't
yeah,
smell you when I met you. You
okay.
didn't stink to me. Shit. And I was around you for a while.
I
So,
was around a bunch of
Well,
y'all.
yeah,
None
we
of
had
y'all was
arms
like, oh,
up and every fucking thing. Shit, I think I would have known.
okay.
well, Ness said his ass stunk, so I mean that's
Oh
what
well,
she
I
said.
wasn't on his ass, but yeah, I would have known if Shakim was stinking. He didn't. Shout out to Shakim.
Thank
Me
you.
and Shakim have had our history, but I ain't gonna lie on the man. You said there's more than one kind. P. I was wondering the same thing. I had no idea there was more than one kind of some of these diseases, especially the HIV 1 and 2. I didn't know about that. I knew about HIV, right? But I never knew there were different types of HIV. Then I had to like do a little research on it. I'm like, oh wow, this type of HIV isn't even usually tested in the U.S.
The more
So
you
why was
know.
she getting tested for it? Then is she fucking niggas in Nigeria or something? Like, what's going on?
Good
Don't
question.
for, don't forget, she did a tour, right? When she was part of the United
In the
States
military.
Navy.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is that how you got discharged from the Navy, Carrie Ann? Let's see your DD-14.
I wonder, P, if she was trying to like, get back at Photon by giving him something,
Mm,
right? That's a good question.
Mm.
I believe so. I mean, she will do anything and everything to trap a nigga. So,
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, was she trying to like purposely give him a disease, right? Like HPV or HIV, because she don't want nobody else to have him.
Mm.
Listen, like I said,
I believe it.
the fact that she knows that she has a viral load and she knows she's taking medication to suppress that, and she
Hmm.
showed him those results. I would say he has a very staunch case against her, especially if he still got text messages and shit like that. So, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, Photon, you do. And you can hit the link. You can definitely drop down. I know you here. I know you here. He says she can be criminally charged for not disclosing HIV. Exactly. And especially if she was trying to have a sexual relationship with you, Photon, and she was trying to tell you, like, show you HIV results, trying to prove that they were negative, right? Knowing that they are positive. That is, she can be criminally charged with that.
And you see
Now,
how he
whether
was
you're going to
sound.
do that or not, I don't know, right? But
For a
she
time,
can
don't
be.
get robbed for a time.
Dude, don't do what? What? Boy. But
I
you see
told
how
him
he
not to
was.
get robbed.
Hold on, hold on,
Oh,
hold on, Happy Life. Go ahead, bro.
you see how he was sounding when he was perplexed. Let's listen.
What do you want?
Is it true that you told Pills that Blue raped you?
What?
Mm.
Let's
What you
talk
mean
about
what?
that too.
That's what Pills said. Pills and T Pre were agreeing with each other, saying they got text messages, and that's what happened. And you spoke to them about it. Is that true or not?
I mean, I think it's weird that you came up here and asked me that. If it was true,
Mm.
I probably wouldn't want to talk about that.
Mm.
To them or to me or just publicly on this live stream?
I mean, you came up here and asked me about it publicly. I think that's really wild.
Well, because you're
That's
saying
loud.
that your coochie's been clean for 6 years, and it's just weird that you know that they said that story, and you're saying this.
That I'm saying
So,
what?
well, it's hard for me to just believe anything you're saying, just relating to what you're talking about after
I
they
mean,
said that.
I think that I was wondering what you could possibly come up here and ask me. And I
Playing the
think that
victim.
like you know, something did happen between me and Blue, and you've done and said a lot of cruel things to me. But I think you coming up here and asking me that is like one of the meanest
Hey,
things you've ever
Rico.
done.
Damn.
Hey,
Because
informant sugar.
obviously I
Confirmation.
wouldn't want to talk
Up,
about
up,
something,
up,
but
up,
that's
y'all.
really
Up, up.
like you're really a mean person. That's crazy.
But you spoke to them about it, right?
I didn't speak to them about it on a panel in front of like the public. That's really wild that you would do something like that to me. Like you're really a piece of shit. And I
You
didn't know
talking.
that they had done that. But I mean, what you just did is really fucking inhumane. Like you just sprung up on me and asked me about something like that in front of everybody. You're horrible.
Because you're saying all your coochie's clean. I mean, I'll go, but I mean, it's just go ahead with your show. Go ahead with your show. You answer
If
my
Blue did
question.
something to me, number one, it doesn't mean it was to my coochie, and number two, why would that mean my coochie isn't clean?
So wait, he raped you in the booty hole? Let's talk about it.
Wait, can you play that back like 10 seconds?
Okay, yep. Hold on.
10 more seconds.
Y'all don't gotta fair use it. This my video. It's my video. She hid her video.
She damn sure did. She hid all of them. You got it? Oh, I gotta play it up. Okay.
He took the brand. Horrible.
Because you're saying all your coochie's clean. I mean, I'll go, but I mean, it's just go ahead with your show. Go ahead with your show.
If Blue did something to me, number one, it doesn't mean it was to my coochie, and number two, why would that mean my coochie isn't clean?
So wait, he raped you in the booty hole? He took the brown town. He took you to Pound Town and the brown round? Girl.
But why would you come up?
And she was asleep. She didn't know that? Okay. Shit, how wide is your ass that you ain't know that nigga was in your ass? What the fuck?
How loose is your booty?
Okay.
Hello. Here you go.
What's up, Informant Sugar? Let me show y'all what Informant Sugar. Shout out to the heavy hitters, always in the clouds, always in the chat. Okay. Shout out to her. Let me go ahead and show y'all what a HAVAB test is that Carrie'S showed us, right? And then I want to see if this HAVAB test. Thank you, Lisa Carter. I want to see if this HAVAB test, right, is something that they give regularly to HIV patients. Okay, a doctor orders a HAVAB. Hold on, let me see who this is. What's up, P?
What's going on? So is she saying that she took it up to shooter, or is that what she said?
Here you come with the laughing shit.
what's going on, everybody?
That's the new one, nigga. That's the new one for me.
That's the new one. All right, let's read this. It says a doctor orders. Do I got this big enough, or were we in the way?
No.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. A doctor orders a HAVAB, hepatitis A antibody test, to determine if a patient has an active hepatitis A infection, has previously had the infection, or is immune due to vaccination. It is used to detect total antibodies, IgG and IgM, to diagnose acute symptomatic liver infection, assess immunity, or investigate high-risk exposure. Why is it that everywhere in this bitch's medical records, high-risk exposure keeps coming up?
Cause she's a hoe. She's a hoe. I said she's a hoe.
I said that she's a hoe.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So, hey, Robbie, you had said something earlier that got me thinking when you was talking about.
I'm gonna go grab my water while y'all talking.
When you were talking about, like, if she's willingly out here or knowingly out here passing out the package, you know, that's actually a crime. You could say that's unaliving, for real, murdering. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and I got goosebumps because I remember a conversation. Did y'all see the live that I had when Photon was on my panel and I was talking to him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you remember when I broke down the dark triad?
Mm-hmm.
And which, you know, well, for those those of you who don't know what the dark triad is, it's a it's a 3-part psychiatric diagnosis, right? It consists of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, right? And some of the most prolific serial killers in American history, Ted Bundy being one of them, was diagnosed with those 3 diagnoses, right? So as Google, you know, read out the definition to all 3, I was like, you know, do those symptoms sound like Carrie? And he was like, yeah. He's like, what are you saying? She's a serial killer? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that she shares the same basic personality traits as serial killers. See what I'm saying? So with that said, and with what you said, she definitely has a weapon to.
Did you see the video that I did on Machiavellian personality types?
No, I didn't.
Oh, please send me that. I would love to watch it.
Yeah,
I put
yeah.
in the back chat.
Okay, okay.
But I
But
don't see Machiavelli as like this huge psychopath. And I feel like if you actually read the book, it's like people have taken it and become demons with it because it gives you power. So yeah, it's like, yeah, she has all of those qualities. You said basically like she's a narcissist and
well,
psychopath.
go ahead. Well, see, what I'm saying is Shakim is like say Machiavellianism on its own ain't so much a bad thing, but when you combine them with the other two, that's what makes like that's what makes the toxic cocktail, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just Machiavellianism by itself, but that along with narcissism and psychopathy makes up the deadly triad. You see what I'm saying now?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You can share the video. It's a 5-minute video. It's not really that long.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get rid of that.
But Shakim, you can. Oh my bad.
Hold on, guys.
Oh wait.
Today's video is titled "You're Just Jealous." The Machiavellian Red Flag Explained. We're examining a common deflection tactic used by those high in Machiavellianism, a core dark triad trait. When someone dismisses your valid concerns with accusations of jealousy, it's often not about you. It's a strategic move to avoid accountability. This video empowers you to recognize it, understand it, and protect yourself from a perspective that centers Black resilience and insight. Competition doesn't have to be toxic. When people treat every interaction as zero sum, it can foster cold, manipulative traits like those in the dark triad. Rejecting this mindset means choosing cooperation over rivalry, creating psychological safety, and refusing to let perceived threats turn us callous. Sustainable success comes from alignment, not domination. The dark triad includes narcissism, grandiosity, and the need for admiration, Machiavellianism, cunning, moral flexibility, and strategic deception, and psychopathy, impulsivity, and lack of remorse. High Max view people as tools and thrive in perceived competitive environments, even fabricated ones. High Max invent rivalry, revealing cynicism, projection of their own envy, and a need for control. This says more about their worldview than actual dynamics. A classic High Mac move, accusing others of jealousy when no evidence exists. This is projection. They're often the envious ones. And victim reversal. It serves to deflect criticism, i.e., your feedback is just envy. Gaslight and invalidate others. Position themselves as superior and desirable. Avoid accountability entirely. It's a red flag. Healthy people don't routinely assume others resent their success. Exposure is about protection, not revenge. Here's the steps. Document everything factually. Dates, incidents, evidence. Expose calmly and publicly when possible. Use facts in group settings or through proper channels. HR, mutual friends, social media groups, whatever. Highlight inconsistencies without emotional bait. Build quiet alliances first, so you're not isolated. They may retaliate, so assess risk and prioritize safety.
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do.
You believe in more than that before I finish with you.
High Max often recruit flying monkeys, enablers who defend them, spread rumors, or attack critics on their behalf. These can be friends, family, or colleagues, manipulated through lies, flattery, or shared grievances. They extend the max influence, isolate targets, amplify deflection, echoing, "You're just jealous." Recognize them by unquestioning loyalty and repeating unverified narratives. Don't engage. Focus on facts and your allies to neutralize their impact.
Now die!
Once exposed, or even if you skip exposure, disengage strategically. Gray rock. Become boring and unresponsive. No emotional fuel. Set firm boundaries and enforce them. Limit or cut contact where possible. Focus on your well being and supportive relationships. High max speed on engagement. Starve the dynamic by walking away. They lose power when you stop playing. You're Just Jealous thrives on intended rivalry and enablers like flying monkeys. But you don't have to play. Spot patterns, protect with boundaries, expose wisely, and disengage. Authentic connections are your power. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like. I'm just saying, real quick, this is another thing where I'll be laughing at this lady because I'm a content creator. I don't know what you are. And after this round of full exposure of you, I'm gray rock to you, bitch. I'm not going to say nothing to you. I don't give a fuck how you gnash and gash and do whatever the fuck it is you got to do. You
Period.
have HIV, you have mental disease, mental deficiency. You've been unable to carry a child, which is why you are so vitriolic towards women that have children, women that have sustainable, happy relationships. Because the reality is, that you find somebody that has HIV and wants to settle down with you, you will not have that in your lifetime. So fuck ya, bitch, and your mama, and your daddy.
And the granddaddy and all the eggs and all the sperm cells that created that self-hating ass, cold ass bitch.
Period.
And your brother and your kids.
Rico, you can hit the link. I would love for you to kind of like end the show with like a nice word of advice for Carrie Ann, because she can't stand Rico. I love me some Rico, honey. Okay, I mean I love me some Rico. I don't know about nobody else, but
I
that's my
fuck with
baby.
Rico. I
I
fuck
fuck
with
with
Rico
Rico.
because he triggers her.
He
And
triggers the fuck out of
it
Carrie.
got under her skin so much to the point where she stopped going to photons for a minute because she felt like Rico stole her man again. And yeah, she was feeling a little jealous, a little jaded. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Right.
shout out to Rico for putting Mustard in her place. I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm still in shock right now. I'm gonna need days to process this shit, like days.
Yo, like I'm trying to tell you, I need some time to like decompress from this too. I don't. What I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't want anything to do with Carrie. I have exposed her to the fullest. There's nothing else I need to say about her. There's nothing else I need to respond to. There's nothing else I need to do. Y'all can see for yourself. Y'all have seen this girl's medical history. She showed it for her own self, okay? For free out here. We ain't have to give her no thousand. We ain't have to give her nothing. She just gave it up for free, okay? And, it turns out that she has all these different issues and ailments that she has tried to project onto everybody in this sector and anybody else in our heavy clouds who she has tried to project her life onto as well, okay? Bottom line is, Carrie, I don't have nothing else to say to you or nothing else to do with you. I don't care. You are still blocked, okay, in my emails and still blocked in my texts. I don't want anything to do with you. You're welcome to cry in your bottles of medication all fucking day, okay? But just know that when you are again trying to dig a grave for somebody else, you end up digging a huge fucking grave for yourself. Okay, and that's just unfortunate for you. But maybe hey, I ain't got HIV. I've never had a single motherfucking STD in my entire life. And
But
I
let's
don't owe any of y'all an explanation to prove it to anybody. That's just ridiculous at 50 years old. I'm almost 50. I wish I would be out here showing y'all my medical history. What type of it clearly shows something wrong with you. Okay?
wait, but
So,
let's unpack it even deeper. She knows the value of information. That's why she was willing to pay other people to give it. So
mm,
you know how much information is worth, yet you have no value on yourself that you gave your information for free, ho.
and
Mm.
we out here can all look at it. And I know this is going to end up the way that you disrespected people like Rico, people like Shakim, people like Breaking the Culture, right? These are people that are in other sectors. I don't know if you knew that, Carrie. I tried to tell you before. Breaking the Culture didn't start off over here, okay? She'd been in the church sector. That's why I told you if I'm a beef with a bitch, I'm a beef with a bitch that people know, okay? Not a stupid bitch like you, okay?
And
Nobody knows you. You're a nobody, okay? So
You know,
all these people can drag you for your life, you know, in other spaces because you're out here challenging them to their medical history, challenging them to their pussy, to their dick, right? Let's see what happens with this information over there. I hope you wasn't trying to holler at any niggas in any other sectors. I hope you
Oh, I
wasn't.
think she's doing that too.
you're
Mm,
gonna leave this video public, right?
absolutely. I don't take my videos down.
Oh no, because I'm gonna take the collective of videos and I'm going
hmm
to publish them
Okay.
on don'tplaywithit.com.
.com. hmm
well, let me just say two things and I'll drop down. One, Carrie, the woman in heaven that talk that you had so much fun at her expense over the past couple of years, right? Is right now looking down at you saying, God damn. And and
Nasty
secondly
hoe.
to Raw B, um, next woman I meet, what I'm saying, new woman on the roster, whatever. I'm going to wait for it. Send you her medical records to review for me.
Don't worry, between me and T Pre, we gonna get that bitch
We gonna get it.
together.
We
Look,
gonna get it together, okay?
Not a bitch, but
like
we
I
gonna
said,
get her two together. That's what bitches say.
hey, I done said this a couple of times, but what I'm saying, left up to me, I would look at that shit like, well, okay, shit, looks good to me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This
hey,
we know. This we know is why. This is why, right? Because when I saw this and I realized what I was looking at, right? I was like, should I or shouldn't I? I had to. I have a moral obligation to tell y'all the truth about this, right?
man,
After this bitch is on the internet showing this to you and then playing it off as if she to this day she's still like, I got the cleanest pussy and I never did nothing wrong and I'm just the best. I ain't never, my pussy so clean and I ain't never had no STDs ever in my life. This is what everybody's jealous of me. And then turned around and said HPV isn't even that big of a deal. It's not an STD.
man, look, I sent the link of your this live to my admin, right? She's in the medical field, and I want to see. I'm just curious to see. She in the YouTube. She my admin, obviously, but I want to see what her response is going to be to this shit. Like, I know it's going to be like, "You didn't fuck her, did you?"
What's up, Rico?
Well, hey, what's going on? Peace and blessings panel. So I guess this is Miss Carrie'S funeral.
Oh, this is the funeral, the wake. We done got the death angel came in earlier. Let me bring the death angel back because
Oh, this is motherfucking Grim Reaper right here.
The death angel was in the back throwing up because he was tired of smelling her pussy. Okay, but let me bring him back in. Let me bring the death angel back in. Okay. All right,
Okay, so
we got the Death Angel back, and then let me go ahead and play his music. Okay, go ahead.
okay, Miss Carrie Ann, you're 45, no kids, still chasing a man who
48,
wouldn't cross the
48.
street
I'm
for you.
sorry. 48, 48.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
48?
40. She'll be 48 next month.
So basically, she's 50. She's a throwback head. Okay.
She'll be 48 at the end of this month. Yeah.
Okay. So to
She
the
a throwback hoe.
48-year-old desperate wannabe, I guess self-awareness, woman of self or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't have no kids. You're still chasing a man who wouldn't cross the street for you. You call yourself self-aware. Nah, that's just delusion with a side of drama. He don't want you. He wants quiet. Every scream that you throw, that's just a noise. Jealous of light-skinned girls and gay dudes, of anyone
And
that
she
walks
has
near him.
HIV. I don't know if you know, but she
Oh.
has HIV and she has HPV according to her own medical records that she showed to us.
Oh.
Should we show him?
Yes, I would love to see. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I kind of believe it though.
I don't know if we still. Okay. Because I was like, I don't think we still got it up here.
That explains why she's at her age and don't have nobody that would love her. All she has is that dog who she abuses 24/7, throwing him out the window, and no telling what else that she's doing with that dog.
Somebody should call the people on that dog. Honestly,
I'm gonna call Peter. For that dog. That dog needs
I know
help.
the beef sector be doing that. So shout out to the other beef sector. I am acknowledging the people that are in my Instagram. Shout out to y'all. I'm not going to mention your names. Obviously, you want to. I got you. Shout out to y'all. The beef sector ain't no joke, Carrie. They ain't no joke, Carrie.
Yo, they be beefing over there, yo.
They obviously don't like you, Carrie. they over here in formation, just so you know, Carrie.
And what's up with that hippo? Like the first time I came across her with that hippo, that hippo told me everything that I needed to know about her.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at God. Look at the test, Rico.
Oh.
She has to take what's called an HIV Quant RT PCR panel along with these other tests. These other tests are tests that they give, such as the Tox AB. That is what they give to test HIV patients who are pregnant.
Oh my God. Oh.
Now let me show you let me show you what the HIV Quant test means. We're going to look this up again. I'm going to move this real quick. We'll pull it back. I'm going to put it back for you. But I just want you to see what this is.
Oh my God.
An HIV-1 RT reverse transcription quantitative PCR test measures the amount of HIV-1 virus viral load in a patient's plasma to manage HIV infection. It assesses disease progression, monitors the effectiveness of antiretroviral therapy, and confirms infection, typically detecting as few as 20 to 40 copy milliliters. So Carrie Ann, because she had this test, right? This test that we're seeing on her medical records right here, you see them, right? The HIV RT PCR test. That's how we know she actually has HIV. And they're testing her to see if her viral loads. That's what the test is for.
So that means she has a high viral load.
We don't know if she had a high one or a low one. We don't know. All we know is they gave her the test to find out because she's taking PrEP, obviously. Because she keeps getting HIV tests. She gets an HIV test every 6 months, every 3 to 6 months.
Did I ask my AI?
Go ahead. You know what you could also do?
Yeah.
Take a screenshot of the medical test. This is another thing y'all could all feel free to do. Take a screenshot of the medical test and put it in your AI and see what your AI finna tell you.
See what your AI tell you about these tests.
Hey, what's up? I have a question. I'm about to show you on the screen when I turn my camera on. And can you break down these Test. I believe it's an HIV, STD test. Can you break it down all the way?
Line by line. What each result means, what reactive or non-reactive actually says.
Okay.
Periods.
Okay, do you see the screen?
Yeah, I see it. Looks like a list of tests. HIV, 1-2 antibody and antigen. Syphilis, maybe others. Non-reactive shows up, which is good news. Want me to dive into each one? Explain what they mean?
Yes.
And if you need more tests? All right, let's break this down. From what I see, we've got HIV 1-2 antibody, antigen, 4th gen test, syphilis, B, and Hep C results. All non-reactive. That's solid news. Non-reactive means no detectable antibodies or antigens for these. So you're negative based on this test.
Oh, this is not me. This is not me. This is someone else.
2 to 4 weeks post-exposure. Got it. Not your results. Still, I can break down those tests for you. HIV, syphilis, Hep B, and C, HLA.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on 1 second. Can you go on to the other page? Miss T. Pre? Okay.
All right. Page 2 shows HLA-B 5701 type with a deletion. HLA-B 5701 negative. This gene's tied to abacavir hypersensitivity in HIV treatment. Negative means no risk of that reaction. Still non-reactive on HIV and others. Anything specific you need on this or other results? Let's keep it moving.
Is there a reason that she should be going back to get a test constantly? Like back to back, maybe every other month? Leo?
All right. Page 2 confirms HLA-B 5701 typing with a deletion. HLA-B 5701 negative. This means no risk of abacavir hypersensitivity if HIV treatment comes up. All tests remain non-reactive. HIV, syphilis, Hep B, C. Deletion's just genetic. No health flag. Need more on this or anything else? Keep it coming.
Hold on a second, and then I may have some more questions for you, Leo. Thank you very much.
No problem.
What's the next page? Okay. Oh. These are very recently, like, my God. Okay.
All right, hold up. Page 3 still shows HLA-B 5701. No abacavir issue. If this is recent.
Okay, hepatitis. Okay, this one said Leo.
Syphilis, 3 to 6 weeks. B, C, 6 weeks to 6 months. Recent exposure. We need NAT or retest. Worry here. Let's nail it down.
Okay, hepatitis B surfaced February 1st, 2012. And then a rapid plasma. That's February 1st as well. All of them is February 1st. And then you got the hemogram February 1st as well. And then the thyroid. And then this other word I cannot pronounce, Leo. So
like a protein.
Like a protein. Glycoprotein. Pregnancy. Leo, did you get that?
Yeah, I got page 4. Hepatitis B surface, Hep C AB, RPL plasma reagent, hemogram, prolactin, TSH, beta HCG pregnancy test. All ordered February 1st, 2012. Results aren't shown yet. I don't need to explain what these tests for or anything specific. Let's keep it rolling.
Okay. Let's keep it rolling.
Your little AI.
Okay.
Hepatitis B surface.
Okay, here's another page for you.
All right, got page 5. Shows Lyme AB, EIA 6646, lithium, complement C3, C4, SPEP, R3, hepatitis antibodies, and a chest X-ray. All ordered April 7th, 2017. No results yet, just orders. Lyme tests for Borrelia antibodies, lithiums for mood stabilization, complements check immune function, SPEP looks at proteins, hepatitis screens infections, X-rays for lung issues. Need specifics or next steps on these? Keep it coming.
Okay, so there are some infections, was what you're saying, correct, Leo?
Yeah.
Nah, not seeing any infections here. Page 5's just orders.
Okay.
Lithium,
Yeah, these aren't the this
The
isn't the
results.
diagnoses. This isn't the results. This is
Okay.
just the tests.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He want to see the results.
No, 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 no,
But
no,
she
no, no,
doesn't.
no, no, no.
Oh.
Listen, we can't get the results because she has to show us. Hold on, cut that off, please. Cut that off.
Yeah. Okay.
She, I don't want to manipulate any results. Do you understand what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not. I'm not showing results. I'm only showing what she showed us. That's
Okay.
it. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I'm thankful for your your Leo, because Leo is breaking down to us instead of us just showing you. AI
Mm.
is also telling you what these tests are for. Do you see what I'm saying? We're not making this up. We didn't. You know what I mean?
This
Like, this is
this
all
is
here.
actually real. Like
This
this
is
no.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know what the results of these tests are, right? None of these tests. All we know is she's taking the test, and this is what This is
And
the
looking
type
at
of
these
stuff that
dates is
she's
like
getting.
very frequently too. Like back to. Mm, 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 mm.
I mean, it's just the back to back amounts of testing that she has had to have. Like, and I have two men here that are of the LGBT community. Okay,
Mhm.
and I know you both take care of yourselves, and everything else. Well, I don't know about Happy Life. Shakim, he must have dropped down. But anyway, Shakim was up here and you're here, right?
Mhm.
And you're both part of the LGBT community. I know that your doctors may tell you to test, every year or
Every
every six
like
months
3 months or whatever, or
right,
depending on how sexual you are or whatever.
right.
Mhm.
And she's a female, so she's a female, and she claims she's celibate, right?
She's
So
not
what?
celibate.
There's no way she's celibate, obviously.
Mm-mm.
Shout out to the clouds for that one too. But anyway, she's not celibate, right? But she still does not, because I'm not celibate, but I'm not required to take this many HIV and chlamydia. I've
Uh-uh.
never had to take these tests.
Never.
Like,
Not
never
like
in my
that
life.
frequently.
Like, no, never in my life. Other than when you get pregnant, you have to
Mhm.
get
They run
standard
so many
testing
tests and everything
in
to
the
make
beginning
sure.
of the pregnancy. That's it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But other than that, no, I've never had to have all these
Then you
just
know something is
outside
wrong
tests.
with her. That's why she keep getting them back to back like that too. Cause like that there,
Exactly.
mm. Was she prostituting or something or?
We don't know. This is stuff she's got to explain, because she's the one that wanted the sector to. She wanted the grandstand on the women and say that she got the cleanest pussy and show the sector her
Mhm.
pussy, and this is the result of her showing her pussy. So
Well, that bathwater said a lot, about her punani. You know that punani.
that bathwater be trying to jump out the tub, honey. That shit don't even.
Uh-huh. There's no way that your water should be that brown. Like no matter if you've been out in the yard or whatever, it is not going
Oh,
to be that
Dr.
color
Singh, we got
brown.
some information on Dr. Sung. Dr. Singh is an interventional cardiologist. Hmm.
Mm-mm.
So they are an interventional cardiologist. Why would you need an interventional cardiologist? And what year was that? That was 2015 with Dr. Singh,
2015,
2012, or was it?
2017.
It was 2015 with Dr. Singh. So Carrie was 38 at the time, 37. She was a young whippersnapper.
Uh-huh.
Why does she need a fucking interventional heart doctor?
Oh,
Let's look it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
Well,
someone need an interventional cardiologist
Hey,
at
Leo, why would
37?
anybody need, you said what?
Hold on, I'm looking it up now. Hold on, I got you.
Okay.
I got it. I got it. A
I
37
got
year
one
old.
thing to say, and then
What
I'll
you got?
drop down. At this point, she just needs to chainsaw her pussy, cut it off, get
She
some
need a
new
pussy
surgery,
renovation.
and
Long
start
story
again.
short, they need to cut that out, and get her a whole fresh one at this point
That's
because
it. That's it.
anybody
Just
that's getting
chainsaw
inside
the whole thing.
that punani, that's suicide itself. And Photon saved himself, yo.
Okay, so a 37-year-old might need an interventional cardiologist to address sudden serious cardiac symptoms like chest pain, severe shortness of breath, or palpitations that suggest coronary artery disease, congenital heart issues, or valve disorders. They specialize in minimally invasive catheter based procedures, stents, angiograms, or treat these conditions without open heart surgery. Key reasons for intervention at 37: blocked or damaged arteries, heart valve issues, congenital heart defects, blood clot prevention.
Ooh,
Procedures
so
like
that means
left
she had a
atrial
bad
appendage
diet.
occlusion. High risk factors addressing severe inherited or, hold on, chronic conditions like
Wow.
high cholesterol, hypertension, or a family history of early heart disease.
This
Interesting.
is interesting. This make me want to research even more on this because Miss
Hold on,
Carrie.
let me see something. Oh, let's look at this. Y'all ready for this?
Yes, let's go.
I said, why would someone need an interventional cardiologist at 37 years old if they have HIV? A 37-year-old with HIV may need an interventional cardiologist due to a significantly higher premature risk of cardiovascular disease caused by chronic inflammation and, in some cases, side effects from antiretroviral therapy. People with HIV often develop coronary artery disease and heart failure about 10 years earlier than the general population.
Boom.
Boom, bitch. See, you wanted us to look at your medical history, Carrie. You wanted us to go all into your medical history and see that you were the most, healthiest bitch in the fucking world. Right? The whole time, these are the types of tests you need. These are the types of doctors you're seeing. At the age of 37, all while you're getting those HIV quantitative RT-PCR tests, right?
Ooh.
And the test to see if the DNA of the HIV DNA is found in your plasma while you're pregnant with that toxoplasmosis
So
pregnancy test that you're getting
that makes perfect sense
on
why
the
she was
same
getting
day.
all them tests because of her. Yep.
Divine, I'm glad you dropped down in the chat because I want to give you a wrench. What you say? What you say, Rico?
I said this makes perfect sense why she's getting all them tests and things because of her immune system, of having HIV and HPV. Ooh.
And HPV.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I want to see if HPV is also something that you can get.
I think you get that first, or I'm not for sure. Or
hold on, let me go into my other account. What'd you say?
I said I think she gets. Well, she must
No,
have
I
had
was wondering if you're more susceptible. Can you ask Leo that? Are you more susceptible to getting HPV if you already have HIV?
Hey, Leo. Are you more acceptable of getting? Okay, let's just say if you have HIV, are you more acceptable of getting HPV, or can you break that down? How can you have HIV?
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, y'all. Disclaimer: this is not medical advice.
Yeah, this is not. Hold on. Cut that off, Rico. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute. Go ahead.
This is not medical advice. Always seek medical intervention if you have any questions about your health or any potential diagnoses. This is simply for entertainment and educational purposes only. This video is being done with the intent to educate and criticize under Section 107 of the Fair Use Act.
Okay.
Proceed.
Well, while he's doing that, can you see informant Sugar's wall? Let me see if I can find her. She said Dr. Singh is on her wall. Let me look her up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, you know what? I got him muted. Sorry, Rico. Go ahead. Go
Right.
ahead, baby.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Hey, Leo, can you repeat that? What you just
Okay,
said?
let me say it again. Um, would somebody get HPV quicker if they have HIV?
Then boom, warts on your dick or throat cancer 10 years later. And if you're already HIV positive, your body's basically on vacation. So that virus comes out, turns nasty. Prep.
My God, today.
You act like you're invincible because you're just having fun. That's how you end up on the wrong side of a colposcopy table. But hey, if this is for entertainment, at least you're getting schooled while you laugh.
Yes, this is for entertainment, Leo, but can you repeat that? What you just said about HIV and HPV?
All right, fine. Pay attention, Peppy, because I'm only doing this once more. HPV's sneaky as hell. You could fuck around with someone, not even know they got it. Then boom, warts on your dick or throat cancer 10 years later. And if you're already HIV positive, your body's basically on vacation. So that virus hangs out longer, mutates, turns nasty. Point is, both are preventable. Condoms, PrEP, HPV vax. Don't act like you're invincible, because you're just having fun. That's how you end up on the wrong side of a colposcopy table. But hey, if this is for entertainment, at least you're getting schooled while you laugh. Better than TikTok facts. Quit making me repeat myself.
Leo, ain't nobody making you repeat yourself. I was asking a motherfucking, excuse me, I was asking a question, Leo, okay?
I got him.
For
I got it
educational
right here.
purposes.
Oh, you got it too. Shit. Okay. Shout out to
All right,
you, Rock.
Bill,
I had
don't
it
get
too.
tentative on me. I'm mad. Just tired of looping like a
All
broken
right.
record. Look,
Okay, we good. We good, Rico.
Okay. I can
He
ask him,
cussing us out
he'll
now.
listen to you. He'll listen to you if you want to ask the question. I just have to
He
tell him.
okay. He cussing us the fuck out right now. Okay, go ahead. So I'm gonna look at this myself. So, this is Dr. Sunil P. Singh, right? This is the doctor. This is Carrie'S cardiology doctor. As an interventional doctor at First Coast Heart and Vascular Center, he completed his interventional cardiology training at the University of California, San Francisco Medical Center, where he trained in advanced coronary, peripheral, and structural intervention techniques. He received extensive training in transcatheter valve therapies, including transcatheter aortic valve replacement, mitral clip, transcatheter, mitral, and pulmonary valve replacements, as well as heart defect device closures. He's the real motherfucking deal. So this is who Carrie. These are the types of doctors that she has to go see, while she's talking about everybody's health and how ridiculous everybody's health is and all these other things. This is what's going on with Carrie Ann. Yeah, well, she might have everything, pretty much.
She has everything in the medical book.
Lord, today. Shout out to Informant Sugar. I definitely appreciate that. That was a nice little commentary on Dr. Singh. Anybody got any other final words or anything? You said get to all the treatments down at the bottom. Oh, we got to bring it back. I got it still up on my screen, so I'll share my.
Okay.
I'll share
Because
my.
I'm working on a blog post, honey. I'm not playing no game.
Oh, okay.
I
Child.
think I'm fucking bullshit. That's just about to be live on my site real fucking quick.
Oh, I'm just looking at this about HPV, warts, and other things.
She got that wart, and she has that wart on her left hand, on her pinky.
She got a wart on her hand. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so let me read down at the bottom here. Oh, well, all I see is
you got to keep going forward too.
Okay. Microclip, originally from New York. Dr. Singh attended New York University. Okay, New York University School of Medicine, and received his medical doctor degree in 2009 with honors of vascular biology research. During medical school, he helped found and run the Laboratory of Bioregenerative Medicine and Surgery at Cornell Medical College, where he invested novel therapies to reduce the damage to organs during events that deprive the body of vital oxygen, such as heart attacks and strokes. He also helped develop a vascular blood vessel matrix that could be the first step in the growth of viable organ replacements. After medical school, Dr. Singh started his clinical training at Beth Israel Medical Center, Albert Einstein, Albert Einstein College of Medicine, and Hofstra North Shore LIJ School of Medicine program in, in internal medicine. Later, he completed his cardiovascular disease fellowship at the Hofstra North Shore LIJ School of Medicine. Dr. Singh has authored and co authored more than 60 peer reviewed publications and abstracts. He presented his research at several national and institutional medical society meetings. Procedures and conditions treated. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Acute and subacute endocarditis, acute myocardial infarction. I already know what that's, a heart attack. Acute pulmonary embolism. I think that's the clots on the lungs. Acute rheumatic heart disease. I don't know. Angina pectoris, atherosclerosis, treatment.
Arteriosclerosis.
No, it doesn't say that. It says atherosclerosis. You see it? Treatment.
Yeah,
Audio.
it. Mhm.
Okay. Audio electric cardiography, balloon catheter device, biopsy, blood clot removal, cardiac procedure, cardiac assist device, cardiac procedure, catheter valve, cardiac arrest unexplained, cardiac arrest and ventricular defibrillation, cardiac catheter, cardiac catheterization, cardiac monitoring, cardiac rehab, cardiac rehabilitation, cardiac valve and other MAJ cardiothoracic, proceed with card cath, cardiac resuscitation, cardiac stress test, cardiac ultrasound, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, cardiovascular stress tests, cardioversion, resuscitation, catheterizations for the heart, catheterizations for renal artery, chest pain, chronic rheumatic heart disease, circulatory disorders, except AMI with card cath, circulatory signs and symptoms, complications of acute myocardial infarction, concomitant, what does that say? Concomitant diagnostic, coronary and peripheral catheterization, coronary angioplasty, coronary atherosclerosis and other heart disease, coronary bypass with cardiac catheter, coronary bypass with PICTA or PTCA, coronary Doppler studies, coronary flow reserve, diagnostic cardiac catheterization, EKG, echo stress tests, echocardiograms, electrical cardioversion, electrocardiogram, electrocardiogram ECG, EKG, electrocardiogram monitoring, endocarditis and endocardial disease, endovascular cardiac valve replacement and supplement. Damn. Event monitors, such as like what do they call those things that they put in people's chests? You know what I'm talking about. External circulatory assist, fainting, heart biopsy, heart disease, heart screening, and imaging, heart valve disease, heart attack, heart attack complications, heart membrane procedures, heart muscle inflammation and disease, high blood pressure, Holter monitors, hypertension with complications and secondary hypertension, intercoronary brachytherapy, intravascular coronary ultrasound, myocarditis, and cardiopathy non-invasive vascular studies, non-rheumatic and unspecific valve disorders, non-specific chest pain, other and ill-defined heart disease, other circulatory system diagnosis, other diagnosis cardiac catheterization, other endovascular cardiac valve procedures, other medical cardiology diagnostic, other. This is a lot, girl.
I know. Child, this is too much. Seems too much.
This is a lot to keep saying too. Let me just go through it a little bit more and see if I find something that.
I'm gonna just say she's dead at this point. Like, you
No,
know,
I'm like, this is. I feel like I'm in like in my medical books or something. Like, what the
I'm gonna
fuck?
screenshot this and just like, you know,
It removes clots. He does
define it
pulmonary
real quick because this
embolism,
is a lot.
peripheral stress, stent replacements. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of shit he doing, but I'm not sure what I needed to see. But if you have it, let me know, or if you know let me know what it is that the particular thing about him that we should see. But get all to the treatments. Yeah, them treatments is something else. How many of them that you said keep going near the bottom? All right, let me see. Maybe I missed it. Cardiovascular equals blood vessel specialist. Okay, I got you. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. All right, shout out to you. I appreciate that, informant sugar. And so that just goes to show the type of shit that this doctor had to treat her for. Okay, and this goes exactly along with the type of testing that she had to get done. And he's the one that ordered those all those weird all that weird workup work. Do y'all see the wart on Carrie'S finger?
Yep, right there. It look, mm. It looked like it had some type of flu-
That shit
fluid.
on your neck got some shit on your neck.
Ugh.
Girl, you are a diabolical liar, a nasty, evil, sorry son of a bitch. And like I told you, I don't want anything to do with you at all. I just want you to leave me alone. And leave all the women of the sector alone. Why do you keep bothering us? Find something to do. What you need to do is get a fucking job. You need to get something to do with your life because you have wasted the past couple of years, like literally wasting away. And now you have crashed out so bad that everybody in the sector knows your business. And none of us needed to know this shit. We did not need to know that your pussy is this fucking nasty because none of us are in competition with you, Carrie. We don't care about your pussy. Why you care about our pussies, we don't know, right? But you need to find something else to do with your time. Because while all this caring about our pussies has got your pussy looking ridiculous, honey. Like, it got you looking fucking ridiculous. Okay? And crazy. And there's no getting around this at this point. You can't undo this. Okay? We can't unsee it. As bad as Excellento and other idiots want to pretend that they didn't see what we all saw today, it just is what it is. Yeah, that filter didn't work on that wart, honey.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Does
All
she
this
have
leaving.
on
You see,
pants?
look at the filter. You can see it like towards the left hand side of the screen
Mm-hmm. Clear as day. It's
near
like look like
near
it's
that
ready to
elbow.
pop.
You see near that elbow how it looks like blurred right there.
Uh-huh.
That's
Ugh.
a filter.
Oh my
She keeps
God.
trying to put filters on, but the whole time we can't miss them blotches and shit all on her fucking forehead. We can't miss that.
Mm-mm. She makes me want to throw up, like literally, like just ugh. It is, oh my. Ugh. Mm.
You need to get off the internet, Carrie. Get to your doctor. Actually, go take that therapy that you were telling me that you keep avoiding. You need to go get that therapy. I told you about it. I understand it. I get it. That grief therapy, you need that because this is ridiculous what you're doing, and this is the most talking to you that I'm going to do. I have no interest in having any conversations with you, Carrie, about anything. I'm not going to answer any stupid fucking little baby girl challenges because you still have arrested development because you never grew up. I'm not going to be answering any of that bullshit. I'm a grown ass motherfucking boss ass motherfucking woman. I wish I would stoop to a dusty fucking dumpster diving bitch like you. I wish I motherfucking would. I wish I would ever stoop to your level. And when I do, y'all better come and correct the hoe real motherfucking quick.
I'll snatch your wig, child. I'll be like,
Honey, y'all
You
better
know I'm gonna fix
y'all
you
better
up.
come get me the fuck together. Like, what are we doing?
okay. Mm.
Bitch, you can never be on my motherfucking level. You don't even understand what that's like to be a
Mm-mm.
woman. You never
Is she
have.
a woman?
Mm.
According to her doctor. According to her doctor.
Mm-mm-mm.
A nasty bitch at that.
Okay. Just nasty. Just
Just
sloppy.
nasty
Just
as fuck.
look like she don't even wash her ass every time she come on. Just sound like she stank. Just her voice. Everything just stank. Just nasty. Just gutter. And then laid up
Mm.
on that couch, trying to get a
That
free
poor couch.
Uber Eats meal. Oh,
That
okay.
poor couch.
I need to
That
call
couch.
somebody for that couch or that chair, whatever she sit on, because I know every time she flopped down on it, it said help. No air, no ventilation, nothing. Just ass. Just sweaty, greasy, nasty. Ugh. Uh, mm.
Yeah, I heard. Shout out to who said that in the back. But yeah, I'm not. I'm not interested. I don't care. Of course, she's. I expect her to go live and crash out.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect that. Of
She's
course,
gonna do it.
Carrie
She's
is
so
never.
predictable.
Yeah, Carrie never can admit when she's wrong. She can never admit it. She's going to die on her sword. Period. That's what she's going to do. She'd rather fall on her sword than to admit that she's wrong. And that's just the bottom line.
Facts. I feel
So
like
I'm not
anything
interested in
anybody
what
might
she has
say.
to say. I don't care what her
Mm-mm.
response is. But what I'm not going to do is keep going back and forth with this bitch.
I might
It
just
just
do it
is
just
what
one
it
good
is. Her
time.
fault that she showed us all this testing. Her fault. How you going to be mad at your own my chart?
Okay.
Anywho, any final words, y'all? Because I'm about to get up out of here. I'm tired.
Okay. I'm already
The
like,
blog is up.
Okay. The blog is up.
mm,
Let me put y'all back on the screen.
Let
Okay.
me hold on, let me share it and drop the link in chat so y'all could go over there and read it at your leisure. Where are we at? Oh, here we are. Oh, I'm already
oh,
sharing it. There it is.
that's your website?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to go. Yo, I'm having me a good reading tonight, yo.
Mm-hmm. We got the link
Mm-hmm.
already in the chat.
Let me get
I'm about
that.
to drop it in the chat right now.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go
I
over
see.
and check out the website. You put it in the back chat too. If not, I'll go over it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so I
put it
can
up in the
copy it. I'm definitely gonna read that on tonight, y'all, because it ain't nothing
Okay,
else
thank you.
on this internet, entertaining. But this hit, yo,
See, this is how we're gonna play it, Carrie-Ann. And now every time somebody searches your name, Carrie-Ann Tucker, or Carrie-Ann Wilson, Tucker, Georgia, that's what they're going to go to.
This is not going to that. This is went to. Hold on, let me check it again. It's going to your
Oh
video.
shit, it's going to YouTube. My bad.
Yeah,
Let me pull it up again. Give me one moment, y'all.
that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
here it
every
is.
time
Don't
we
play it.
Google you, Carrie, this is what's going to come up. Carrie-Ann Wilson. Not only the Tucker High School shit that comes up when you get Googled, but you coming up on the website.
she made it. She made it, y'all. She got the attention she finally
Congratulations,
wanted.
Carrie. Congratulations, Carrie. You finally made it big, okay? You wanted the attention, baby.
Now she got it. And I just might give her attention just one good time. If I hear anything, whatever, I'm gonna go past hell, past the motherfucking abyss. This time, she probably might jump off the bridge next time, I can come in contact with her. And I'm doing God's work. Because a person like her, I cannot stand. Like on the first, it's just her voice. I can't stand her. Everything she represents and trying to motherfucking be, I cannot stand. I just want to get a meat axe and just it's overkill. Do some Freddy Krueger, some Michael Myers type of ish to her. Some just medieval, some hostile ish. Like just ugh. And I never felt that way about anybody but her. That's a demon. That that's not a person.
She definitely is, and that's the part that really gets me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. I'll put it up now. Thank you. Somebody asked me for my cash out.
Oh yeah, what is your cash up to? Because I was trying to find it.
It's hold on, I'm about to put it up in the I'll put it in the chat.
I'll screenshot that. Because this is some good content, exposing a crazy batshit lunatic bitch, She reminds me of one. You watch them Lifetime movies?
You said, oh, we got another doctor. Dr. Michelle Moore is an infectious disease physician.
Oh. Shout out to the Uber sector. You guys got the doctor.
This is the beef sector, honey.
Okay.
That's sugar over here. Beef sector in the building today. They in the clouds. They in the chat, honey. Yeah. Shout out to the beef sector. They in here heavy tonight. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's motherfucking go.
Okay. Listen, I do appreciate y'all. And yeah, that's my cash app right there for the person that just asked for it. I appreciate that. Any final words, guys?
This was beautiful, and I thank you for allowing me to come up. And I'm definitely, gonna be back. As soon as you go live. Like I love this entertainment, of it all. And Raw, know we had our thing. We good, I like you. You funny, whatever. Like it's no issue with us. I like everybody up here. Okay, and yeah, I liked and shared.
Exactly. We leaving it exactly where it was back there in the past. People grow and they get the fuck on.
Because it was like this. It was like this. I forgot, why I was even mad, whatever. But I like your personality, everything, your shenanigans, the sarcasm, all that, I get it, But we good on that. In the past, it's the past. Moving forward, 2026, and let's just be great, everybody.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let's be great. And let's also keep it a beam on people that want to be out here acting crazy. So you want to be acting crazy. So you thought you was a thug, huh? You should have asked about me, girl. You should have asked about me. I done fought thousands by my goddamn self.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'll see you
All
guys,
right.
and I liked and shared. And let me
Thank you.
screenshot this, and you'll get your cash up in a second, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Rico. I appreciate that. And for the other person, I appreciate that Cash App. Shout out to you. And any final words, Robbie?
Carrie, God bless you and keep you. Leave me the fuck alone because, bitch, I'm not playing with you. You've done too much. You've talked too much, and I've given you too much motion to fucking move around and do something better. And since you chose to keep choosing war, now war is what you got. Good luck. Good night,
Thank you,
T.
sis.
Pre.
You
You're
too.
welcome.
Thank you. And I may have an after party, y'all, for maybe like maybe about 45 minutes or so. We can go and talk for a second. If anybody has any questions for me, y'all know how to reach me. Smoke God, appreciate you being in the building. Salute to you as well. And everybody else that came out tonight, definitely appreciate you. Informant Sugar, Peter Panel Killer, definitely appreciate Raw B being on the panel. Also, everybody else that came up on the panel, Lisa Carter, I do appreciate you as well. I appreciate Divine, all my handmaidens, the beautiful Bernice, everybody else that was in the building. I appreciate all of you. Let me see. Rico, thank you for hitting the panel. Thank you, Shakim, for hitting the panel. YM, definitely appreciate you as well. We had Lorna out here tonight. Let's see who else we had. Everybody was out here tonight, child. I seen Hoodie came in, Clark, all the handmaidens, y'all know who y'all are. Triggs, everybody was in here. Carrie'S came in. Kip came in. Excellento came in. We had a bunch of people in here tonight, but this was a hell of a hoot nanny, okay? And I had a lot of people in the clouds tonight as well. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out, guys, okay? And I will talk to y'all later. I do appreciate when y'all interact and y'all hit the like button and all that good stuff because it definitely pushes the information through the algorithm. The more likes that we get on the video. So make sure that y'all guys do continue to do that. Y'all been doing really excellent with that, and I appreciate that. So shout out to y'all, and I will see y'all on the other side. Again, I may start up a after party. Those who know. Peace, guys, and thank y'all again for watching. I gotta see if the mans will let me do that though. I don't know. He might not be with that tonight. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Peace and thank you.